fielder, number 25, Jaden Williamson. Batting second, the designated hitter, number 36, Will Wolfler. Batting third, the center fielder, number 17, Adam Paganelli. Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 16, B.Y. Choi. Batting fifth, the second baseman, number 19, Mason Mercer, B.Y. Choi. Batting sixth, the catcher, number 33, Eden Driggs. Batting seventh, the third baseman, number 30, Danny Briones. Batting eighth, the right fielder, number 37, Chandler Freeman. And batting ninth, the shortstop, number 9, Devin Alvarez. The starting pitcher for the Lefties this afternoon is number 27, Andrew Hawk. And now the starting lineup for your Cowlitz Black Bears. Leading off, the right fielder from the University of San Diego, number 28, Austin Smitty Smith. Batting sixth, the shortstop from Gonzaga University, number 3, Brock Bozette. Batting third, the center fielder from Gonzaga University, number 17, Sam Canton. Batting fourth, the left fielder from Utah Valley University, number 13, Colin Curry. Batting fifth, the first baseman, number 38, from the University of Washington, Nick Hovland. Batting sixth, the designated hitter from Western Oregon University, number 47, John Olsen. Batting seventh, the catcher from Washington State University, number 2, Louis Albrecht. Batting eighth, the third baseman, number 6, from Lower Columbia College, Nick Miller. And batting ninth, the second baseman from Mount Hood Community College, number 15, Brady Majeski. And starting on the mound tonight, the left-hander from Riverside City, number 20, John Buckerman. All right, fans, now please rise and remove your caps as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's play ball.
For the first time in 39 days, the Cowlitz Black Bears are going for a sweep here in the 2022 season. 11-5 winners on Friday, 5-1 victors last night, and now they go for the sweep of the Port Angeles Lefties in game number 3 this weekend between the Cowlitz Black Bears and the Port Angeles Lefties, wrapping up a 8-game homestand for Cowlitz, and it's here and from Story Field, live on Mixlr and on YouTube as well. Brendan Riley getting ready to bring you all the action 1 through 9 here this afternoon, maybe even more. Black Bears last night controlling game number 2, 5-1 winners. They were able able to score 4 unanswered runs en route to the victory. They got 6 innings from Zach Ernest last night after getting 7 1/3 from Raul Harada on Friday. As now they'll turn the ball over to their mainstay in the rotation, John Mockerman, the sophomore from Phelan, California. 7th start for him this summer, a 2.96 ERA, 7th in the West Coast League. 30 1/3 innings pitched, 29 hits, 11 runs, 10 of those earned with 8 walks to 25 strikeouts, a 3.38 ERA over his last 3 starts. He's gone at least 5 over his last 4. Last time he threw was against the Portland Pickles back on July 7th in a 4-2 victory. He went 5 innings, 3 hits, 1 run that was earned, 2 walks, and a strikeout, picking up the victory against the Portland Pickles, and this is how the lineup he'll face off against from Port Angeles this afternoon. Jaden Arakaki bats leadoff, and he's in left. Will Mulfler doing the designated hitting, batting second. Adam Paganelli batting third in center. B.Y. Choi doing the cleanup duties. He's at first with Mason Persons right behind him in the 5 spot and at second base. Hayden Driggs gets his first nod this weekend. He is doing the catching. Danny Briones moves to third after being behind the plate last night. He's batting 7th. Chandler Freeman in right batting 8th, and Devin Alvarez rounding out the starting 9 for Matt Greeley this afternoon. Black Bears have put up 18 hits over the first 2 games. This pitching staff has really come to life over these past 2.5 weeks. Black Bears ERA down to a 5.06, 11th in the West Coast League. Jaden Arakaki, the left fielder, to dig in from the left side to lead things off this afternoon. In game number 3, Black Bears going for the sweep. First pitch, a fastball called on the outside corner for strike number 1. We're off and running at 1:08 p.m. this afternoon in Longview. Overcast skies, 67 degrees with winds out of the northwest at 3 miles per hour. 0-1. Fastball set in the air to left. Colin Halverson, his first chance today, and he'll make the catch for out number 1. 2 pitches and an out for John Mockerman. He loves to throw to contact. Will fill up the strike zone as well. 667 first pitch strike percentage for the lefty, the sophomore from Riverside City College. Opponents hitting .252 against him. Coming into today with a 1.222 whip as Will Mulfler, the designated hitter, will dig in from the right side with 1 out and nobody on. Just underway here in game number 3. The first pitch, fastball on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Give you the Black Bears defensive alignment, second in the West Coast League with 38 errors over 34 games, a .970 fielding percentage. Callan Halverson, he's in left. Sam Cannon center with Austin Smith manning right field. The 0-1. Fastball a little too far outside from the southpaw. Counts even and a ball and a strike. Nick Miller getting the nod once again. He's at third. Brock Bozette at short. With Brady Majeski joining Bozette up the middle at second. Nick Hovland at first. And Louis Albrecht, the battery mate this afternoon, to John Mockerman. 1-1. Fastball fouled straight back. It's quickly 1-2. Mockerman this season, 25 strikeouts. Only had 1 against Portland last time out. Season high, 9. That was against Ridgefield back a month ago on June 17th. Black Bears securing their first series victory in 9 tries last night in the 5-1 win. Zach Ernest in his last start gave the Black Bears 6 innings, 5 hits, 1 run, 3 walks, and a strikeout. 1-2. Called strike 3 at the knees. Will Mulfler rung out by the home plate umpire this afternoon. Chris Castro on a fastball knee high, and there's 2 away. Your umpires here today: Isaac McAllister on the base pass, Chris Castro calling balls and strikes. Adam Paganelli with 2 outs and nobody on will dig in from the right side. 7 righties and 2 lefties in this lineup. Arakaki and Choi being the only 2 from the left side. First pitch to Paganelli is tap foul over towards the Black Bears dugout up the third base line. It's 0-1. Paganelli last night pinch hit opportunity ended up going 0 for 1. After he grounded out to end the game. 0 for 4 in the series so far after going 0 for 3 back on Friday. He had a 7-game hit streak snapped in game number 1. 14th game for him for the Maple Valley, Washington native. Mockerman set the 0-1. Fastball misses down and away. Counts back even to a ball and a strike. Black Bears with a win today could get back to 1 game under 500, also go over 500 in the second half. The pitch, a breaking ball cut on and miss. It's 1-2. Paganelli this season hitting .357 over his first 13 games. A .719 OPS as well. 3 for 12 in his last 5. Over that hit streak, he was hitting .500, a perfect even 12 for 24. 1-2. Cut on and miss for strike number 3. A 1-2-3. Top of the first inning for John Mockerman as he punches out the last 2. As we're through half an inning at Story Field. No score between the Black Bears and the Lefties. You're listening to Cowlitz Black Bears Baseball.
Call the guard, that's weather guard.
Call the guard, that's weather guard.
When it rains cats in St. Bernard.
When it rains cats in St. Bernard.
We'll keep you dry in the rain or snow.
We'll keep you dry in the rain or snow.
577-7200.
577-7200.
If you need a roof, don't look too hard.
If you need a roof, don't look too hard.
Just call the guard, that's weather guard.
Just call the guard, that's weather guard.
Just call the guard, that's weather guard. Weather guard!
Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh-cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com, head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears.
The Cowlitz Black Bears are back and ready for you at Story Field. It's another summer of family-friendly fun. Plus, the Black Bears can host your birthday party, after-work get-together, or even your nonprofit can host a night and make extra money for your organization. Create a summer of great family memories with the Cowlitz Black Bears. Don't miss a single inning of Cowlitz Black Bears baseball with special events all summer long. See the schedule online, get tickets at the gate, or right now at CowlitzBlackBears.com.
Black Bears' first chance today as we go to the bottom of the first. No score between Cowlitz and Port Angeles. The lefty getting the ball today, Andrew Hawk, the junior from Henderson, Nevada, out of Utah Valley. A 4.34 ERA, 3-1, making his 4th start this summer, his 9th overall appearance. 29 innings, 29 hits, 17 runs with 7 walks to 23 strikeouts. First pitch to Austin Smith. He shows bunt, drops it up the third base line. Briones is going to let this one roll, and it's going to stay fair as it stays just to the right of the third base bag. It's a leadoff bunt single for Austin Smith as the Black Bears have their first hit of the day. It'll go Smith, Bozette, and Canton, the top 3 in the order. Callan Halverson in the cleanup spot with Nick Hovland batting 5th. John Olson doing the designated hitting, batting 6th with Willie Albrecht batting 7th. Nick Miller in the heat hold. Brady Majeski rounding out the starting 9 for Alan Embry this afternoon. So the bunt single for Austin Smith. First pitch to Bozette. He shows bunt and pulls it back as it misses above the letters for ball number 1. Last time out for Hawk against Kelowna through an inning. 3 hits, 2 runs, both of them earned back on July 14th. He's gone 4 innings and at least 6 appearances this summer. Season long, 5 innings twice against Edmonton on June 12th as the pitch. Bozette skies this one down the left field line. He got a little out in front of it as this one will end up foul for a long strike number 1. He's gone 5 innings against Edmonton on June 12th and then against Nanaimo on June 27th. An 8.86 ERA for him at Utah Valley this past year, 1-1, made 16 appearances, 3 starts as well. Opponents hit .319 against him. Lefty on righty matchup. Here's the 1-1. Bozette shows bunt once again, drops it down to the third base line. Briones charging in. His throw to first is going to be up the line. Going first to third is Austin Smith as Mason Persons was able to knock it down. But it's going to put runners on the corners with no outs here in the bottom of the first. Black Bears going with small ball early on, and it's working so far. So 2 bunt singles to lead it off for the Black Bears. That'll bring up Sam Canton. With no outs, runners on the corners. They do call it an error as well that allows for Smith to move up to third. Sam Canton digs in from the left side. One of the 2 lefties in this lineup. First pitch, a breaking ball drops on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Canton, the center fielder here today. 1 for 3 last night. The pitch. Fastball called a strike on the outside corner. He'll now have to protect. Defensive alignment for the lefties looks like this. Jaden Arakaki in left, Adam Paganelli in center with Chandler Freeman in right. Danny Briones at third, Devin Alvarez at short. 0-2, there goes Bozette. It's called a ball to throw down a second. Not in time. Brock Bozette swipes a bag, his third on the year. 2 runners in scoring position for Sam Cannon early on with the Black Bears trying to jump out to the lead once again. Mason Persons is at second, B.Y. Choi at first, and Hayden Driggs, the battery mate to Hawk this afternoon. 1-2 the count with no outs. Runners on second and third. Here's the 1-2. Hit sharply but foul up the first base line, and we'll do it again. Black Bears with a run last night in the first. They put up 6 in the first back on Friday. Big part of that, Aaron Parker. Grand slam back in that first inning. He gets the day off today. So does Alec Arnone, as those two were flipping between the designated hitting spot and the catcher duties. The 1-2, a breaking ball. Can pops it up into shallow right field. Mason Persons back. He'll settle under and he'll make the catch for out number 1. So Can pops out now, 1 away for Callan Halverson here in the bottom of the first inning. With 1 out and runners on first and second. All righties through the rest of the lineup for the Black Bears after Smith and Cannon, 2 of the top 3 of the order. Black Bears hitting .275 as a team, 5th in the West Coast League. Have only struck out 11 times over the first 2 games. Halverson will dig in. After going 1 for 3 last night, came in a score, was also hit by a pitch as well, facing off against his future teammate. First pitch he sees. He's swinging, a jam shot back up the middle. Persons will glove it. He'll toss to first as Austin Smith comes in to score. Callan Halverson picks up RBI number 33 on the year as the Black Bears take the early 1-0 lead. So Halverson able to get the job done. Black Bears have now scored in the first inning in all 30 games this weekend, as that will bring in Nick Hovland, the junior from the University of Washington, digging in from the right side with 2 outs and a runner on third. First pitch, he takes low for ball number 1. Hovland 1 for 1 with the double, 2 walks, and was also hit by a pitch back on Friday. Got the day off yesterday. Hitting .246 this season, 4 doubles, a home run, and 11 RBIs. 1-0. He lays off a pitch outside, 2-0 now the count. Hovland been seeing the ball well over his last 5 games. He's hitting .428 over that stretch. He's reached in his last 6 starts with a hit coming in 5 out of his last 8. 2-0. Fastball. Cut on and miss. It's 2-1. Lefties have now lost their 4th series in a row. Cowlitz looking for their 2nd sweep this season. The one other time came against Kamloops back in the series from June 6th to the 8th. 2-1. Cut on and miss once again. Hovland not being able to catch up to the high heater. Now we'll have to protect. 17 strikeouts over 21 games for the junior from Seattle. Trying to double the Black Bears' lead here in the bottom of the first inning. 2 bunt singles got things going for the Black Bears. 2-2 the count with 2 outs. Here's a pitch. Fastball got him looking on the outside corner for strike number 3, and the side is retired. But the Black Bears able to jump out to an early lead. They're able to score 1 run on 2 hits, 1 error, and 1 runner left on base. Through an inning here at Story Field, the Black Bears leading 1-0. You're listening to Cowlitz Black Bears Baseball.
Here at Fiber Federal Credit Union, we're just like any other family. Sometimes you like getting together for a big old family shindig. Other times it would be really great if that family shindig could just be virtual. At Fiber Federal, we always love seeing you at any of our 16 locations, but don't feel like you need to see us face-to-face all the time. With online and mobile banking, mobile deposits, our nationwide network of ATMs, and 24/7 call center, you can visit us anytime, anywhere. And now, several locations feature ITMs with virtual representatives for basic transactions, like withdrawals, cash and check deposits, transfers, loan payments, and balance inquiries. That saves you time for more important things, like seeing your mother in person. She told us to say that. Fiber Federal Credit Union. We're kind of like a family, only we're a credit union. FiberCU.com. Member NCUA.
Private leak. Why do I have a drip in my office and water on my desk?
Because the roof is bad. I tried to fix it myself, sir.
Didn't I tell you to call the guard?
The guard?
Yes, Private, the guard. Weather guard.
Oh, yeah. They'll keep you dry in the rain or snow. 577-7200.
They're our first defense against the weather. Now, call Weather Guard.
Sir, yes, sir.
Keep you dry in the rain or snow.
577-7200. Weather Guard.
Black Bears lead 1-0 as B.Y. Choi will dig in and lead things off in the top of the second inning here in game number 3. Mockerman working from the stretch is set. First pitch to the lefty. Fastball at the knees on the inner half called for strike number 1. Black Bears able to jump out to a 1-0 lead on the RBI ground out from Colin Halverson in the bottom half of the first. 1-2-3 went the lefties in the top of the first. The 0-1. Got on and missed. Mockerman has Choi swinging a soar, now quickly 0-2 to the Seoul, South Korea native. 31st game for him, hitting .299, 4 doubles and a pair of home runs this season. Mockerman looking for his third straight punch out. The 0-2. The breaking ball just misses outside as Choi is able to lay off. B.Y. Choi 1 for 4 with the strikeout last night, 3 for 8 in the series. Coming in today on a 6-game hit streak for him, which he's hitting .280 over the time. 1-2. Fastball down and away. Counts even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Black Bears 16-18 overall in league play. 8.5 games back of Portland. 4-4 in this second half. 4.5 games back of the Pickles, who are 10-1 in the second half this season. 2-2. Fastball popped up on the left side of the infield. Brock Bozette, the shortstop, will make the grab for out number 1. 4 up and 4 down for John Mockerman. Here in his 7th start this summer, he has been good every time out for the Black Bears, just battling.
Second baseman number 19, Mason Persons.
Most runs he's given up in a start this year was 4 earned runs. That was back against Bend a couple of Fridays ago. Mason Persons to dig in with 1 out and nobody on. First pitch, he shows bunt. He drops it down at the third baseline. Mockerman gets off the mound, spins, fires over to Hovland at first for out number 2. John Mockerman showing off the athleticism, getting off the mound to his glove side, and there's 2 gone. They'll now bring in Hayden Driggs with 2 outs, and the Black Bears leading 1-0 in the top of the second inning. Driggs getting the nod for the first time this weekend. 4th game for him this summer. The junior from Madera, California. A St. Mary's Gale hitting .273. First pitch. Fastball. Just misses low for ball number 1. Driggs went 0 for 3 with 2 walks and a strikeout back on Thursday against Kelowna. Played in 2 games in that series. Went 2 for 4 with an RBI in game number 1. At .250 over 33 games for the Gales this past year in the WCC. The 1-0, chop foul at the third base line. Counts even at a ball and a strike. 2 doubles and 8 RBIs for him with St. Mary's. 4 walks to 14 strikeouts as well. Played for the Spearfish Sasquatch last summer in the Expedition League, in which he hit .262. 1-1. Fastball popped up and out of play. It's 1-2. Mockerman looking for his 2nd consecutive 1-2-3 inning. Black Bears 8-9 at home, 8-9 away from Story Field this year. 5-5 in their last 10 games. Trying to catch up to the top 4 in this West Coast League South Division. 1-2. Cut on and miss for strike number 3. Another 1-2-3 inning for John Mockerman. He struck out half that he's faced here today so far. As we head to the bottom of the second, Black Bears leading 1-0. You're listening to Cal. It's Black Bears baseball.
It's coyote season here at Cowlitz River Rigging. You might be asking yourself, what does that mean?
It means haying, cutting, mowing, moving, plowing, sowing, pushing, pulling, digging, ripping, tilling, towing season.
Coyote tractors are fuel efficient, rugged, and ready to work.
Stop in at the Grown Man's Candy Store and test drive a Coyote tractor today.
Cowlitz River Rigging.
1540 Industrial Way in Longview.
I'm all about keeping my family driving safe. Dad, pothole.
Got it.
So I insist we choose Les Schwab tires for safety services like brakes, steering, and alignment. Stuff those cheap tire centers don't offer. Because I want a backseat drive with confidence. Dad, speed check.
Hit the road safely with Les Schwab and save up to $150 when you buy select tires with financing. Les Schwab Tires, celebrating 70 years of doing the right thing. Limited time offer. Terms and conditions apply. See leschwab.com/sale for details.
Hi, it's Jess and Bobby checking in from the Grown Man's Candy Store. I'm sure we can all agree that Mother Nature has been a little, unpredictable this year,
To say the least, but one thing you can predict is steel's power and reliability.
At Cowlitz River Rigging, we carry a wide variety of superior steel, gas, and battery-powered equipment to get all your jobs done.
Cowlitz River Rigging.
1540 Industrial Way in Longview.
Depend on us.
First pitch to John Olson misses high for ball number 1. As John Olson, Louis Albrecht, and Nick Miller, the three due up for the Black Bears, leading 1-0 in the bottom of the second inning. Andrew Hawk out for his second inning of work. The pitch, a curveball drops over the horn of the plate, counts even at 1-1 here to Olson. John getting the nod as the DH today, heading to Western Oregon this fall after being with the Ventura College Pirates, hitting .319 over 25 games. The 1-1 fastball fouled straight back to the screen. It's a ball and 2 strikes. 8-game hit streak for Olson, which he's hitting .321 over that stretch. Hitting .375 over his last 5. 1 for 4 with an RBI and a strikeout in game number 1 on Friday. He's got to protect down a ball and 2 strikes. The pitch serves this one up to right. Chandler Freeman is there. He'll send it under it and make the catch for out number 1. Andrew Hawk is now set down the last 4 he's faced after the first 2 got on. Zal bringing the catcher, Louis Albrecht, with 1 out and nobody on. 9th game for him this summer, hitting .294. A double, a triple, and 2 RBIs for the Central Arizona Vaquero. Lefty on righty matchup. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball that he chases high for strike number 1. Louis 3 for 11 over his last 5 games. First appearance since last Sunday, in which he went 0 for 3 at the walk in the Game 3 victory against the Springfield Drifters. The 0-1. Breaking ball, he rips down the right field line, but foul. As now with to protect down 0-2. Black Bears have won their last 3 league games, have won 5 in a row after the 2-game sweep of the Northwest Star Nighthawks on Tuesday and Wednesday. Here comes the 0-2. Fastball, Albrecht able to fight it off, and we'll do it again. Albrecht from Renton, Washington, in the Seattle area. Spent the past 2 years with the Washington State Cougars, now transferring to Central Arizona, the JUCO powerhouse. Hawk looking for his second strikeout. The pitch, breaking ball. Albrecht fights off over towards Shane McCarroll, the first base coach for the Black Bears, and we'll do it again. Nick Miller, the third baseman, on deck in the bottom of the second inning. Black Bears with the 1-0 lead here in game number 3 on a overcast Sunday afternoon here in Longview. 0-2 once again. Breaking ball hit sharply but foul. Up the third base line. A good battle here from Louis Albrecht. 5 walks to 5 strikeouts for him this summer. A .926 OPS. It was his first game last Sunday since June 20th against Edmonton for the catcher. The pitch, high and away. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Albrecht doing a nice job. Trying to see a lot of pitches here against the lefty. Hawks spent 2 years at the College of Southern Nevada in 2020 and 2021. At a 2.01 ERA, going 9-0 in 2021. The 1-2, Albrecht able to lay off the high heater that he chased earlier in the at-bat. Counts back to even at 2-2. Through 58 1/3 innings in 2021, he struck out 77 while walking just 18. Opponents hit 194. 2-2. Breaking ball, fouled off once again down the right field line. Ninth pitch of the at-bat coming up 27 pitches through an inning and a third for Hawk here in his fourth start this summer. Let's do the 2-2 once again. Breaking ball once again fouled off. And a nice battle here by the Black Bears catcher. We've seen a lot of pitches trying to run up the pitch count here against the Southpaw. Only 2 hits, bunt singles for the Black Bears. Callan Halverson picking up an RBI ground out to give the Black Bears the 1-0 lead. Here's the pitch. Fastball popped up on the right side of the infield. The second baseman, Persons, will call everyone off, and he'll put the squeeze on it for out number 2. So a long at-bat for Louis Ulmbrecht, but Hawk eventually wins the battle, as now there's 2 gone for Nick Miller here in the bottom of the second inning, with the Black Bears leading 1-0.
Now batting the third baseman, number 6, Nick Miller.
Miller will dig in from the right side, hitting .306 over 15 games this summer. First pitch he sees. He takes outside for ball number 1. Miller last night 1 for 3 with the strikeout, 1 for 4 in the series so far, after he got a pinch hit opportunity in the 8th in game number 1, the 1-0. In the dirt, nice take by Miller, 2-0 now the count. Miller hitting .300 over his last 5 games. 3 for 10. Pair of doubles, a triple, and 6 RBIs for the LCC Red Devil, the 2-0. Fastball, he skies down the right field line, but foul. It's 2-1. Hawk looking for the 1-2-3 inning here. And trying to keep this a 1-run ball game. The Lefties trying to salvage a game here this weekend. Here's a 2-1. Fastball misses high and away. 3-1 now the count to Miller. 7 walks for him this season for the freshman from Kelso. Hit .241 for LCC this past year with a pair of doubles and 16 RBIs. Here's the 3-1. Fouled straight back, and it's a full count. Brady Majeski, the second baseman, on deck if it should get to him here in the bottom of the second inning. A payoff pitch coming up. Lefty's ready, working from the windup. Here's a payoff pitch. Breaking ball, cut on and miss for strike number 3. A 1-2-3, bottom of the second inning for Andrew Hawk as we're through 2 here at Story Field. Black Bears leading 1-0. You're listening to Cowlitz Black Bears Baseball.
Your Cowlitz Black Bears are back at Story Field this summer. Get out and join your neighbors for family-friendly fun. A Black Bears baseball game is a perfect reason to meet with friends and coworkers. Black Bears baseball is made possible by Peace Health, Fiber Federal Credit Union, Pacific Tech Construction, Bob's Sporting Goods, McDonald's in Longview and Woodland, and the Bud Clariato Group. Don't miss a single inning of Black Bears baseball. Tickets at the gate or right now at CowlitzBlackBears.com.
It's baseball season, and Peace Health is excited to return as a sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears as they vie for the Western League Championship. Black Bears games make a great family event. Bring the whole crew to the ballpark for fresh air, sunshine, fun, friends, and all the thrills of Black Bears baseball. As the largest health provider in Cowlitz County, Peace Health is ready to step up to the plate and keep your family in the game, whether it's a routine appointment or specialty or emergency care. Peace Health and the Cowlitz Black Bears, 2 great teams.
1-0 the Black Bears lead as we go to the top of the third here on Sunday afternoon at Story Field. It'll be 7, 8, and 9. Danny Briones, Chandler Freeman, and Devin Alvarez due up against John Mockerman, who's perfect through 2 with 3 strikeouts along the way for the Southpaw from California as the Black Bears look for their second sweep this summer. Cowlitz wrapping up a 8-game homestand. Black Bears 5-2 over the first 7 games of this 8-game home stretch before they hit the road to Corvallis on Tuesday to face off against the first half winner Knights. Danny Briones digs in from the right side against the lefty Mockerman. Here's the first pitch. Is a fastball a little too far outside as Briones having the count, a ball and no strikes. Briones, the freshman from West Covina, California, facing off against his teammate from Riverside City College, John Mockerman. 1-0. Upstairs, 2-0 now the count to Briones. Hit it 2 for his first 7 this summer. 4th game for him, hitting .286. 1 for 1 with 2 walks last night. The Black Bears 5-1 victory. The lefty comes set at the belt. 2-0. Fastball just misses outside. Mockerman trying to nibble the corners. Now he's going to have to come to Briones, was the catcher last night. Good behind the plate. .3-0. Fastball called on the outer half. It's 3-1. Mockerman so far, 3 strikeouts today. Induced 2 flyouts as well as a ground out as well. Chandler Freeman, the right fielder, on deck. Here's the 3-1. Fastball fouled off on the right side, and it's a full count. Port Angeles, 13-24 overall, 2-9 in the second half. 11.5 games back of Bellingham overall, 4.5 games back in the second half. Wenatchee has been great in this second half so far. Black Bears have him in a week and a half. Payoff pitch. Popped up and out of play as this one will end up a souvenir down the first base line. Actually, ricocheted off of something. Nick Hovland made the catch. We'll do it again at 3-2. Bounced off a pole, it looked like, over on the right side. Mockerman looking for his 4th strikeout. He's ready at the belt. 3-2 once again. Once again, fouled off. A good battle here by Danny Briones. 3 walks on the year for him over his first 3 games. No strikeouts so far this season. Payoff pitch. Fastball sent high in the air to straightaway right. Austin Smith settles under and he'll make the catch for out number 1. So John Mockerman able to win the battle against his Riverside City College teammate, as now there's 1 gone in the top of the 3rd, and they'll bring in Chandler Freeman. The sophomore from Georgetown, Texas, the Baylor Bear, 7th game for him this summer, hitting .133. 2 for 15 so far. 0 for 2 back on Friday. Threw an inning and a third last night. First pitch he sees is a backdoor breaking ball beautifully placed by Mockerman. It's 0-1. Freeman, the 0 for 2 on Friday. Last night, a hit and a strikeout for him. Primarily a pitcher for Baylor. Made 19 appearances for the Bears. The 0-1, another breaking ball that's fouled off on a check swing over just beyond the first base dugout. It's quickly 0-2. Freeman originally started off at Dallas Baptist, now a Baylor Bear, heading to the Big 12. As Mockerman up 0-2 quickly. Here's the pitch. Fastball hit hard down the right field line. Hovland giving chase in foul territory, and this one will end up out of play. And we'll do it again at 0-2. A lot of foul balls down the right field line today against John Mockerman. As these lefties hitters haven't been on time yet so far. 8 strikeouts over 6 games for Freeman. Mockerman trying to make it 9. He shakes off Albrecht, now gets the sign. 0-2 once again. A cutter hit sharply to Bozette at short. He feels it, tossed to Hovland at first, and a nice stretch. It retires Freeman for out number 2. So 8 up and 8 down for John Mockerman. He's trying to get through the order for the first time. Keeping the lefties off the base paths as they'll bring in Devin Alvarez.
The shortstop, number 9.
2 outs and nobody on, top 3. Black Bears leading 1-0 as Alvarez will dig in from the right side. The shortstop making his 4th appearance this summer for the sophomore from Rancho Cucamonga, California. About 45 minutes to an hour east of L.A. First pitch. Fastball a little too far outside for ball number 1. Alvarez hitting 125, 2 RBIs, 2 walks, and a strikeout for the Fullerton College product. 1 for 3 last night for him in game number 2 in the Black Bears' 5-1 win. The 1-0. Breaking ball ripped over the head of Bozette into left center and down for a base hit. Halverson will get to this ball at the warning track as Alvarez digs for 2. And he'll be in there with his first double on the summer as the 9-hitter comes through with the first hit of the day for the Lefties. And it's a runner in scoring position for the top of the order in Jaden Arakaki.
Back to the top of the order we go. Here's the left fielder, number 25, Jaden Arakaki.
So the RBI opportunity. Arakaki trying to tie this ball game up in the top of the 3rd. Black Bears leading 1-0 as the freshman from Hawaii will dig in from the left side. Was with Nebraska this past year. Now in the transfer portal. Hitting .273 with a double and 3 RBIs. Base hit through the left side last night. In the 9th, first pitch he sees, he fouls off of his front foot. He's down 0-1. Arakaki 1 for 5 in the series. Rather 1 for 6 after he flew out to Callan Halverson back in the 1st. 0 for 4 on Friday for him. He's the number 2 prospect in Hawaii in the 2021 class. One of the 2 lefties that Mockerman is facing in this lineup today for the Lefties. Yeah, 1. Fastball called a strike at the knees. It's quickly 0-2. Lockerman trying to strand the runner out on second. Get the Black Bears back into the dugout and let the bats start to get to work. Black Bears have 9-1-2 coming up in the bottom of the 3rd inning. As Mockerman stares in. Nods his head as he gets the sign and comes set. Takes a look back at second. The 0-2. Fastball yanked down and away. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Black Bears 3 in Corvallis, 3 back at home against Ridgefield coming up next weekend. 3 games set. That one will decide the Columbia River Cup here in 2022. Black Bears trailing 3-1 in that series against the rival Ridgefield Raptors. 1-2. Arakaki just able to fight it back to the backstop, and we'll do it again. Black Bears will need a sweep to be able to win the Columbia River Cup for the 2nd straight year. Ridgefield took it in their inaugural season back in 2019. But the Black Bears trying to keep the Columbia River Cup here in Longview. Ball and 2 strikes with 2 outs with the runner on at second. Here's the pitch. Fastball off the end of the bat to the 6 hole. Bozette, the throw on the run is going to not be in time. An infield single for Jaden Arakaki as Alvarez advances to 3rd. It's now runners on the corners with 2 outs for the designated hitter, Will Mulfler. So after 8 up and 8 down, 2 consecutive hits from the 9 in leadoff spot for Port Angeles. Is now Will Mulfler with the chance to tie this one up. The sophomore from Mercer Island, Washington, originally at Tacoma Community College, now Iowa Hawkeye, hitting .276. A double, 2 home runs, and 12 RBIs. 2 for 9 this weekend after going down looking in the 1st. The pitch, fastball misses down and in on the initial offering. It's a ball and no strikes. Mulfler went down looking. The first of 3 strikeout victims today for Mockerman. The lefty about to throw pitch number 41 here today. Small lead over at first. The pitch, fastball, gets under as he sends it out towards Austin Smith and right. He ranges over to his left, and he'll make the grab for out number 3, and Mockerman's able to escape the jam. The lefties finally get some traffic traffic on the base pass, but they score no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 runners left on base. Through 2.5 here at Storyfield, the Black Bears leading 1-0. You're listening to Cowlitz Black Bears Baseball.
Call the guard, that's weather guard.
Call the guard, that's weather guard.
When it rains cats in St. Bernard.
When it rains cats in St. Bernard.
We'll keep you dry in the rain or snow.
We'll keep you dry in the rain or snow.
577-7200.
577-7200.
If you need a roof, don't look too hard.
If you need a roof, don't look too hard.
Just call the guard, that's weather guard.
Just call the guard, that's weather guard.
Just call the guard, that's weather guard. Weather guard!
Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com, head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears.
Brady Majeski, Austin Smith, and Brock Bozette, 9-1-2 for the Black Bears against Andrew Hawk, out for his 3rd inning of work after John Mockerman able to get out of a 1st and 3rd jam in the top of the 3rd. First pitch to Majeski. He swings, sends one to straightaway center. Paganelli to his left going back will make the catch a few steps shy of the warning track for out number 1. Now 7 in a row set down by the lefty from Utah Valley. As that'll bring up the top of the order for the 2nd time today, it'll be Austin Smith. A bunt single to lead off the game as coming to score the game's only run. As he digs in from the left side for the freshman from the University of San Diego. Lefty on lefty matchup, first pitch he sees. He's swinging, pops it straight up the chute as this one will go back and out of play. He's down on the count 0-1. Smith, day off yesterday after picking up his 9th multi-hit game on the year on Friday. Went 2 for 4 with a double, came in to score twice as well. 0-1. Breaking ball rips it into left. This one's down for a base hit. 10th multi-hit game for Austin Smith. Now has 7 multi-hit performances in his last 11 as he's on for the 2nd time this afternoon. It's off the 1-out single. Now we'll bring up Brock Bozette.
The shortstop, number 3.
3rd hit of the day for the Black Bears. First one out of the infield after the first 2 were bunt singles. Brock Bozette, he had the 2nd hit. First pitch he sees. He's swinging, rips this one into left. Arakaki going back. He'll make the catch for out number 2 as Smith will retreat back to first. Hard contact there from the shortstop, but hit it right at Jaden Arakaki as now there's 2 away for Sam Canton. Hawk has been good today. It was just that bunt single, the pair of them, and then the throwing error that allowed Smith to advance over to 3rd. Only run in this game brought in an RBI ground out. 2 outs, a runner over at first. First pitch to Canton. He's swinging at a curveball. He rolls it over to the right side. Person's coming in. Toss to first is in time for out number 3 to retire the side. Black Bears, no runs on 1 hit, no errors on 1 runner left on base in the bottom of the 3rd. We're through 3 at Story Field. Black Bears leading 1-0. You're listening to Cowlitz Black Bears Baseball.
The Cowlitz Black Bears are back and ready for you at Story Field. It's another summer of family-friendly fun. Plus, the Black Bears can host your birthday party, after-work get-together, or even your nonprofit can host a night and make extra money for your organization. Create a summer of great family memories with the Cowlitz Black Bears. Don't miss a single inning of Cowlitz Black Bears baseball with special events all summer long. See the schedule online, get tickets at the gate, or right now at CowlitzBlackBears.com.
Private leak. Why do I have a drip in my office and water on my desk?
Because the roof is bad. I tried to fix it myself, sir.
Didn't I tell you to call the guard?
The guard?
Yes, Private, the guard. Weather guard.
Oh, yeah. They'll keep you dry in the rain or snow. 577-7200.
They're our first defense against the weather. Now, call Weather Guard.
Sir, yes, sir.
Keep you dry in the rain or snow.
577-7200. Weather Guard.
Here at Fiber Federal Credit.
1-0 the Black Bears lead as we go to the top of the fourth at Story Field in game number 3 this weekend. Black Bears looking to close out the series sweep here of the Lefties. It will be 3, 4, and 5 for Port Angeles in the top of the fourth inning against John Mockerman. The Lefties picking up their first 2 hits in the top of the third. They got runners on the corners before Will Mofler flew out to Austin Smith and right. Adam Paganelli to dig in to lead things off in the top of the fourth inning. Center fielder struck out swinging his first time up. First pitch in his second at-bat. Misses down and away for ball number 1. Paganelli, the sophomore from Sacramento City College. 0 for 5 this weekend after going 0 for 3 on Friday and 0 for 1 last night to end the game. The 1-0 pitch misses below the knees. 2-0 now the count. Paganelli with a hit in 9 of 13 games this year. 5 multi-hit games as well. Hit .298 for Sacramento City College. The JUCO in Sacramento this past year. 7 doubles, 3 triples, and 3 home runs. The 2-0. Popped up and out of play on the right side. It's 2 balls and a strike. Paganelli 3 for his last 13 at the plate. Was the number 6 outfielder in Washington by perfect game in the 2018 class. Also made it big on YouTube as well. He had a channel has a channel that he does motorbike restorations. The pitch called a strike at the knees. It's 2-2. I was looking at it prior to the series, and he had over 1 million views on several of his videos. Very impressive for the Maple Valley, Washington native. So now the count's even at 2-2. Mockerman looking for his 4th punch out. Here it is. Fastball. Paganelli able to fight it off as he sends it straight back. We'll do it again at 2 balls and 2 strikes. B.Y. Choi, the first baseman on deck here in the top of the fourth inning. The pitch misses down and away. It's a full count down to the leadoff man in the top of the fourth inning. Black Bears trying to get back to 500 here at home. Trying to go to 9-9. Been playing some really good baseball. 19 games, including this one, left in the regular season. Black Bears trying to make the playoffs for the first time in nearly a decade. 3-2. Once again, fouled straight back. A nice battle here by the center fielder in the top of the fourth inning for the Lefties. Seen a couple of long at-bats today by either sides, fouling off a lot of pitches. Second full count of the day for Mockerman. He comes set. 3-2. Cut on him, miss for strike number 3. Mockerman comes with the fastball inside as he sits down Paganelli for the second time today. The 4th strikeout for the lefty, and there's 1 gone in the top of the 4th inning. So now they'll bring in B.Y. Choi with 1 out and nobody on in the top of the 4th inning. Black Bears leading 1-0 as the sophomore from the New Mexico Military Institute digs in from the left side. A pop out to Brock Bozette, his first time up. The last of the lefties in this lineup. First pitch, cut on and miss. Mockerman once again has him swinging a sword. It's 0-1. Choi this weekend 3 for 9. After a multi-hit performance back on Friday, picked up a base knock last night. The 0-1. Backs him off the plate with the heater. Counts even at 1-1. Choi hitting .286 over his last 10 games, including a 6-game hit streak in there. Hitting .280 over the past 6 on the hit streak. 1-1. Breaking ball rolled up the first base line. Nick Hovland's there. He'll take it to the bag himself for out number 2. So 2 up and 2 down here in the top of the 4th inning for John Mockerman, as now they'll bring in Mason Persons with 2 outs and nobody on. In the top of the 4th inning, the sophomore from Edmonds will dig in from the right side. Tried to bunt his way on back in the second, but John Mockerman making the athletic play, getting off the mound. A spin throw over to first, sat down Persons for out number 2 in the top of the second inning. 2 for 8 this weekend for the Buckley Washington native. First pitch, a fastball just below the knees. It's 1-0. First time through the order, Mockerman was getting ahead of a lot of hitters. Now this second time through has fallen behind a couple of times. The 1-0. Drops in a breaking ball on the inner half. Counts even at 1-1. Person 7 for 28 in his last 10 games, but 2 for 14 in his last 5. Was hitless in the series against Kelowna. Picked up a hit in each of the first 2 games this weekend. 1-1. Just misses down and in. 2 balls and a strike now to the 5-hitter for Port Angeles. 5 straight righties now in the lineup for Matt Greeley. The Lefties hitting .234 as a team, 12th in the West Coast League. 2-1. The breaking ball just misses outside. 3 balls and a strike now. No walks today for Mockerman through 3 2/3. Only has 8 so far this year. 3-1. High and away for ball number 4. Mockerman loses Persons with 2 outs. That'll put a runner over at first, as now they'll bring in Hayden Driggs.
Now batting the catcher, number 33, Hayden Driggs.
Mockerman with 4 walks over his last 2 starts. Now will look to dial it back in as Hayden Driggs, the catcher from Madera, California, will dig in with 2 outs and a runner over at first, tying run on base in the top of the 4th inning. Southpaw comes set. Takes a look over at first. Now comes home. Misses low in the initial offering with the fastball. It's 1-0. Persons 2 for 2 on stolen base attempts here this year after going 4 for 5 with Edmonds this past spring. Driggs at the plate, struck out swinging to end the second. The 1-0. Fastball called a strike on the inner black. It's 1-1. Driggs, the junior from St. Mary's. First appearance for him this weekend after going 0 for 3 back on Thursday. 4th overall game for him with the Black Bears here in game number 3. 1-1. Good spot, just a little low for Mockerman with the fastball. 2-1 now the count. Second time through the order, a lot deeper counts here for Mockerman. Pitch number 61 coming up from the southpaw. Here it is. Tries to catch that inside corner, but just a little too far inside. 3-1 now the count as Mockerman in danger of walking the second straight batter. Danny Briones is Riverside City College teammate in the on-deck circle. 3-1. Fastball popped up off the end of the bat. Down the first base line in foul territory. Majeski will run over and make the grab for out number 3. And the side is retired. A 2-out walk comes back to not harm John Mockerman as the Lefties, no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. We head to the bottom of the 4th. The Black Bears leading 1-0. You're listening to Cowlitz Black Bears Baseball.
Credit Union. We're just like any other family. Sometimes you like getting together for a big old family shindig. Other times it would be really great if that family shindig could just be virtual. At Fiber Federal, we always love seeing you at any of our 16 locations, but don't feel like you need to see us face-to-face all the time. With online and mobile banking, mobile deposits, our nationwide network of ATMs, and 24/7 call center, you can visit us anytime, anywhere. And now, several locations feature ITMs with virtual representatives for basic transactions, like withdrawals, cash and check deposits, transfers, loan payments, and balance inquiries. That saves you time for more important things, like seeing your mother in person. She told us to say that. Fiber Federal Credit Union. We're kind of like a family, only we're a credit union. FiberCU.com. Member NCUA.
Private leak. Why do I have a drip in my office and water on my desk?
Because the roof is bad. I tried to fix it myself, sir.
Didn't I tell you to call the guard?
The guard?
Yes, Private, the guard. Weather guard.
Oh, yeah. They'll keep you dry in the rain or snow. 577-7200.
They're our first defense against the weather. Now, call Weather Guard.
Sir, yes, sir.
Keep you dry in the rain or snow.
577-7200.
Weather Guard.
It's coyote season here at Cowlitz River Ring.
First pitch to Callan Halverson, cut on and missed for strike number one in the bottom of the fourth inning. Black Bears leading 1-0. That one run coming in the bottom of the first. The 0-1 to Halverson. Fastball misses a little too far outside. Counts even at 1-1 to the Black Bears left fielder. New left fielder in the game for the Lefties. Derek Bowe coming in for Jaden Arakaki. Pitch, a breaking ball that misses high and away. 2-1 now the count here for Halverson against his future teammate at Utah Valley, Andrew Hawk. 2-1. Fastball tap foul over towards Nick Hovland in the on-deck circle. Counts even at 2-2. Halverson 2 for 8 in this series with 3 RBIs. Picked up an RBI and a ground out back in the first after he had an RBI double on Friday. 2-2. High and away, and it's a full count to the leadoff man in the bottom of the fourth for the Black Bears. Nick Hovland on deck. Halverson hitting .289 this season, now up to 33 RBIs for him. Payoff pitch. Breaking ball. Sends this one high in the air to right. Chandler Freeman settles under it. They'll make the catch for out number one. So Halverson now 0 for 2 here today as that will bring up Nick Hovland with 1 out and nobody on in the bottom of the fourth inning.
Now batting the first baseman, number 38, Nick Hovland.
Hawk is now retired 10 of the last 11 batters he's faced as Nick Hovland digs in. First pitch to him. Fastball misses upstairs for ball number one. Hovland went down looking to end the bottom of the first. His 18th strikeout on the year. The 1-0. Off the end of the bat, nubbed up the first base line. This one will trickle foul as the count's back to even at 1-1. Hovland hitting .428 over his last 5 games, has a hit in 14 of his 21 appearances. He's reaching his last 6 starts for the junior. The 1-1. Cut on and miss. Hawk coming with the high fastball. He was able to get Hovland to chase at it back in his first plate appearance. Now he's going to have to protect. Here comes the 1-2. Hovland able to fight off the changeup, and we'll do it again. 2 strikeouts today for Hawk. Hovland was his first strikeout victim. Nick Miller the other one. Four strikeouts over his last. As the 1-2, a break ball misses high and counts even at 2-2. He's gotten 4 strikeouts in 3 of his last 4 outings. Had 4 against Bellingham on July 8th, 4 against Corvallis on July 3rd, and 4 against Nanaimo back on June 27th. The 2-2, foul tipped into the glove, held onto by Driggs. As Hovland strikes out for the second time today, and there's 2 gone in the bottom of the fourth. Now bringing John Olson. 2 outs and nobody on for the designated hitter. A fly out to right, back to lead off the second. He digs in. First pitch to him. He fouls off. It's 0-1. Olson hitting .319 into his 26th game this summer. An RBI in 6 out of his last 8 appearances, including an RBI back on Friday. The 0-1. Backdoor breaker that misses outside. Counts even at 1-1. Olson with 7 multi-hit games here this year. 3 multi-RBI performances as well. The pitch, inside-out swing as he loops one down the right field line. A long run. This one's going to drop down in fair territory as Person's going to make the grab. He now bobbles it. Going in the second with a double is John Olson. His third two-bagger on the year on the 2-out double, and there's a runner in scoring position for Louis Albrecht. A Texas League base knock for John Olson. Put it in no man's land down the right field line. Persons had to go a long way to try to get to that baseball. So did Freeman, and it's just able to drop down. So now Louis Albrecht with the RBI opportunity in the bottom of the 4th inning.
And now batting the catcher, number 2.
Albrecht with 2 RBIs this year.
Albrecht.
As he will dig in from the right side. Olson aboard over at second. Black Bears trying to add to their lead. First pitch to Albrecht. He's swinging. Hits it hard but foul. Down the right field line once again. It's 0-1. Albrecht a 10-pitch at-bat in his first plate appearance, in which he ended up popping out to Mason Persons, the second baseman. A lot of pitches thrown by Hawk in that second inning. At the 10-pitch at-bat against Albrecht, also into a full count against Nick Miller. The 0-1. Albrecht fouls it back to the screen. It's 0-2. Albrecht 3 for 12 over his last 5 games. 0 for 3 last Sunday against Springfield. Black Bears with a lot of talent in their catcher spot. Aaron Parker, Alec Arnone, and Albrecht. Arnone and Parker getting the day off after both of them played in each of the first 2 games of this series. 0-2. Albrecht sends this one high in the air to right. Freeman over towards his left, towards the track. He'll get there to make the catch for out number 3 to retire the side. Black Bears get a 2-out double from John Olson, but can't bring him home. No runs on a hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. Through 4 here in a pitcher's duel at Story Field. 1-0 in favor of the Black Bears. You're listening to Cowens Black Bears Baseball.
Down there leading the action. What you got, buddy?
I'm all about keeping my family driving safe. Dad, pothole.
Got it.
So I insist we choose Les Schwab tires for safety services like brakes, steering, and alignment. Stuff those cheap tire centers don't offer. Because I want a backseat drive with confidence. Dad, speed check.
Hit the road safely with Les Schwab and save up to $150 when you buy select tires with financing. Les Schwab Tires, celebrating 70 years of doing the right thing. Limited time offer. Terms and conditions apply. See leschwab.com/sale for details.
Hi, it's Jess and Bobby checking in from the Grown Man's Candy Store. I'm sure we can all agree that Mother Nature has been a little, unpredictable this year, to say the least.
But one thing you can predict is steel's power and reliability.
At Cowlitz River Rigging, we carry a wide variety of superior steel, gas, and battery-powered equipment to get all your jobs done.
Cowlitz River Rigging.
1540 Industrial Way in Longview.
Depend on us.
Your
1-0 as we go to the 5th between Port Angeles and Cowlitz in game number 3. Sun trying to come out here on Sunday afternoon. Overcast when we woke up this morning. An overcast all the way leading up to the game. Sun's trying to poke out now. Well, it's still a lot of clouds in the area. No rain in the forecast here on Sunday afternoon. As the Black Bears looking to finish off the series sweep of the Port Angeles Lefties. As will be 7, 8, and 9 for Port Angeles in the top of the 5th against John Mockerman. Brendan Riley on Mixler.com and online on YouTube as well. Good pitcher's duel here in game number 3 between John Mockerman and Andrew Hawk. Both are through 4, only 6 hits combined from both sides. John Mockerman's only allowed 2 today so far. Danny Briones to lead things off. First pitch to him. This is outside for ball number 1. Only 3 base runners today and 1 in scoring position for Port Angeles through the first 4 innings. That was Devin Alvarez who ripped a 2-out double back in the 3rd. Briones flew out to right in his first plate appearance. The 1-0. Fastball on the outside corner, belt high for strike number 1. Briones from West Covina, California, facing off against his college teammate, John Mockerman. Mockerman got the better of him the first time up. A good battle, though, between Briones and Mockerman. 1-1. Sends this one in the air to right. Austin Smith backing up now will come in as he makes the grab for out number 1. So a pair of flyouts to right for Briones today as he's 0 for 2, and there's one gone for Chandler Freeman. Freeman a ground out to Brock Bozent at short in the third for the sophomore from Baylor. He digs in. Mockerman trying to get through another 1-2-3 inning today. He faced the minimum through 2 innings. First pitch to him. The curveball a little too far outside. A ball and no strikes here to Freeman. 3-time preseason underclass All-American by perfect game back in high school. Is the number 17 overall player in the state of Texas. 1-0. Fastball misses upstairs. 2-0 now the count. Freeman trying to follow in the footsteps of his 2 cousins, Tyler and Cody. Tyler Freeman, second-round pick of the Cleveland Guardians in 2017. Cody, 4th-round pick by the Rangers in 2019. The 2-0 pitch pops it up on the right side. Hovland will run out of room as this will end up a souvenir. 2 balls and a strike now. A big hack there from Freeman. 0 for 2 on Friday. 2 for his first 16 at the plate this summer into his 7th game. Did not hit for Baylor this past year, was only a pitcher, which he had an ERA just south of 8. 2-1. Changeup will watch out in the on-deck circle. That one was hit sharply over towards Devin Alvarez. That evens out the count at 2-2. Alvarez didn't see that, and he was trying to time up John Mockerman. A late reaction there, but watch out. Now the count's even at 2-2 here with 1 out in the top of the 5th. Mockerman with 4 strikeouts today, trying to get to 5 here against Freeman. 8 strikeouts for him this summer. The 2-2, a breaking ball. Shoots it down the right field line. This one will end up out of play. Looks like a right-hander starting to get warm out in the Lefties bullpen. Two and two the count with 1 out. Mockerman comes set. The pitch just misses down and away with the fastball, and it's a full count. Looks like Luke Mccullough warming up. The junior from Utah Valley out of San Diego, California. Starting to get loose for the Lefties out in the bullpen. Mockerman 1 walk today. Payoff pitch, here it is, and he lost him. This is outside on the arm side, and it's a 1-out walk issued by John Mockerman as that will put a runner on for Devin Alvarez. Black Bears wearing their Corby the Trucker hats once again here today. They got them on Friday pregame, wore them for game number 1, and then after the 11-5 victory back on Friday, the Black Bears decided to stick with them for last night. They won 5-1. So now after 2 wins, they own the Black Bears sticking in the Corby the Trucker hats. First pitch to Alvarez. He comes up empty as he's out in front. It's 0-1. Alvarez a double to left center back in the 3rd inning for the sophomore from Rancho Cucamonga, California. Brandon Wench starting to toss out in the left field bullpen as well for the Black Bears. Mockerman's 0-1. Off the end of the bat, into right field, down for a base hit. Stopping at second is Freeman as Alvarez picks up the base knock. His first multi-hit performance of the summer. It puts runners on first and second for the top of the order. They'll now bring out Brady Corrigan as Derek Bowe is going to get his first plate appearance. Runners on first and second with one out. As Mockerman now will try to look to get out of the second jam that he's in here today. "74 pitches for Mockerman through 4 1/3. 3 hits, 2 walks, and 4 strikeouts for him. Now this third time through the lineup, we're going to have to see if anything changes for Mockerman. Bo replaced Arakaki defensively. Arakaki finished today 1 for 2 with a single his last time up. Bo will now dig in from the right side, the senior from Cal State Bernardino. Hitting .205 this summer, 1 for 4 last night for him. First pitch he sees, just misses down and away for ball number 1. 3 hits in his last 5 for Bo. Had a 6-game hit streak at one point this summer. Lefty Mockerman comes set at the belt. Takes a look back at second, the 1-0 pitch. Misses a little too far on the glove side. Inside, it's 2-0 now. Bo from Redlands, California at .253 for San Bernardino this past year. 4 doubles, a triple, a home run, and 11 RBIs. Good lead out at second for Freeman. The pitch. Cut on and miss. A big hack there. Bo was trying to give the lefties a lead with one swing of the bat. Black Bears leading 1-0. Mockerman trying to roll a ground ball in the top of the 5th inning. Four double plays the lefties hit into last night. 2-1. Bounce straight back. Bo right on it. It's 2-2. A little surprising to see Arakaki come out of the game. He did foul one off his front foot. Two. Fouled off down the right field line. So 2-2 the count with 1 out here in the top of the 5th inning. Black Bears leading 1-0. No runs on 3 hits and an error for the lefties. 1 run on 4 hits and no errors for the Black Bears. John Mockerman trying to get through 5 innings here on Sunday afternoon in a pitcher's duel. 2-2. Cut on and miss for strike number 3. Albrecht actually able to hang on to it as Bo got a piece. 5th strikeout of the day for Mockerman, and there's 2 gone. Will Mulfler now with the opportunity. 2 outs, runners on first and second. Mulfler today 0 for 2. Went down looking in the first and flew out to right in the third. 2 for 10 this weekend against the Black Bears. Trying to extend his hit streak to 7 games. Lefty on righty matchup. Here's the first pitch. Big hack there. Back pick down to first, and diving back in is Alvarez before the tag of Hovland. But it's 0-1. Mulfler over his 6-game hit streak, 9 for 19, hitting .470 over his last 5 for the Iowa Hawkeye. Freeman at second, Alvarez at first. The 0-1. Fouled straight off of the mask of Louis Albrecht. It's 0-2. Albrecht wearing the goalie mask, as well as Chris Castro, the home plate umpire. Albrecht taking that one right off the face mask. Always interesting to see what type of mask that umpires as well as catchers wear behind the plate, which one offers more protection. Albrecht with the Husky mask. Aaron Parker has the old-fashioned mask. The 0-2. High chopper on the left side. Miller coming in, and he misses it as this one is going to sneak in. Bozette running over the tag, not in time as the runner Freeman was just able to get back to the bag, but now Freeman is down. It snuck under the glove of Miller. Freeman thought it got through. Took a big turn around third. Bozette tried to tag him out, but Freeman was able to get back to the bag. The helmet came off for Freeman as Bozette came right by him. Freeman now able to get into a crouch. Scary moment there, though. The trainer, as well as Matt Greeley, are out to talk to Freeman. It looks like that's going to be the day for Chandler Freeman. Looks like Colin Curry is going to come into the game as a pinch runner. I think Freeman's trying to plead his case, but now he's going to come out of the game as Colin Curry replaces him.
And one last time for Chandler Freeman. Give a round of applause, folks.
So Freeman departs here in the top of the fifth inning. Now the second player off the bench for Port Angeles today. So now the bases are loaded with 2 outs here in the top of the fifth inning. It'll be Adam Paganelli with a chance to tie this one up or maybe even give the Lefties their first lead this weekend. Paganelli's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Went down swinging both times. 11 Ks now on the year for him. Mockerman trying to work out of this bases loaded jam. First pitch. A breaking ball misses just a little low. It's 1-0. Curry at third, Alvarez at second, Mulfler over at first. Paganelli, the sophomore from Sacramento City College. Trying to get the first big hit of the weekend for the Lefties. 1-0. Outside. 2-0 now the count. Mockerman's going to have to come to Paganelli. He has nowhere to put him. With the bases full of lefties. Cowlitz trying to win a pitcher's duel here. Halfway through game number 3 this weekend. Series already won for the Black Bears. Trying to pick up the sweep. 2-0 pitch. Misses high. 3-0 now the count. Nowhere to put Paganelli. Two walks on the year for the center fielder. Now Mockerman needs to come to him. 3-0 pitch. Get me over fastball. It's 3-1. Mockerman now back in the count. Paganelli, you have to think, will have the green light here on 3-1. Brandon Wench looks to be ready out in the left field bullpen. McCullough still warming up down the right field line. 3-1. Off the end of that, sent foul over towards the mouth of the first base dugout, and now a full count. You're at 2 outs in the top of the fifth inning. The runners will be going on the pitch. The Black Bears leading 1-0. Mockerman trying to get through 5 shutout. He needs to get through Adam Paganelli here. He's got the sign. Payoff pitch. Fastball misses low for ball number 4. The Lefties are on the board as Colin Curry comes in to score after the walk, and that's going to be the day for John Mockerman. We're tied up at 1 here in the top of the 5th inning with 2 outs and the bases loaded. We'll have a pitching change here at Story Field. We'll step aside. You're listening to Cowlitz Black Bears Baseball.
Cowlitz Black Bears are back at Story Field this summer. Get out and join your neighbors for family-friendly fun. A Black Bears baseball game is a perfect reason to meet with friends and coworkers. Black Bears baseball is made possible by Peace Health, Fiber Federal Credit Union, Pacific Tech Construction, Bob's Sporting Goods, McDonald's in Longview and Woodland, and the Bud Clary Auto Group. Don't miss a single inning of Black Bears baseball. Tickets at the gate or right now at CowlitzBlackBears.com.
It's baseball season, and Peace Health is excited to return as a sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears as they vie for the Western League Championship. Black Bears games make a great family event. Bring the whole crew to the ballpark for fresh air, sunshine, fun, friends, and all the thrills of Black Bears baseball. As the largest health provider in Cowlitz County, Peace Health is ready to step up to the plate and keep your family in the game, whether it's a routine appointment or specialty or emergency care. Peace Health and the Cowlitz Black Bears, 2 great teams.
Call the guard, that's weather guard.
Call the guard, that's weather guard.
When it rains cats in St. Bernard.
When it rains cats in St. Bernard.
We'll keep you dry in the rain or snow.
We'll keep you dry in the rain or snow.
577-7200.
577-7200.
If you need a roof, don't look too hard.
If you need a roof, don't look too hard.
Just call the guard, that's weather guard.
Just call the guard, that's weather guard.
Just call the guard, that's weather guard.
Weather guard!
Tied up at 1 with the bases loaded and 2 outs in the top of the 5th inning as Alan Embry makes a call to the bullpen. Getting the ball will be the right-hander from Chaffey College. Brandon Wench making his 10th appearance this summer. 1-1 with a 3.64 ERA over 24 2/3 innings. Last time he threw was last Sunday when an inning and 2/3 picking up the win. 1 hit and 1 strikeout against the Springfield Drifters. 19 hits, 9 walks to 26 strikeouts for the Apple Valley, California native. He has really turned into one of the predominant arms out of the bullpen for the Black Bears in 2022 as he relieves John Mockerman. Partial line for the lefty, 4 2/3, 4 hits, 3 walks, and 5 strikeouts. The 1 run is responsible for all the lefties on base. B.Y. Choi is going to be the first to face off, now the only lefty in the lineup. Rather, 1 of 2. Jaden Arakaki in the starting lineup today was one of the other lefty, while Colin Curry, who came in as a pinch runner for Chandler Freeman, a lefty as well. So now B.Y. Choi, 0 for 2 today, digs in from the left side. Wedge coming in a tough spot with 2 outs and the bases loaded. First pitch to Choi. Fastball outside for ball number 1. And we got here in this top of the 5th inning, a fly out to lead it off from Danny Briones. Chandler Freeman walked. Devin Alvarez singled through the right side. A strikeout of Derek Bowe. Then an infield single by Will Muffler, and then a walk and a full count for Adam Paganelli has us tied up at 1. The pitch. Fastball cut on a miss from Choi. Counts even at 1-1. The first baseman has popped out and grounded out here today. Happy to see John Mockerman depart the game for him. 3 for 10 this weekend. The 1-1. Fastball fouled off on the left side. It's 1-2. So now Wedge trying to keep this a tie ball game in the top of the 5th inning. Black Bears will have 8, 9, and 1 coming up in the bottom of the 5th. Wedge shakes off Albrecht. Now he has his sign. He comes set at the belt. 1-2. Fastball just misses. Maybe down and in. But now the count's even at 2-2 here to Choi. Wedge is ready. 2-2 pitch. Fastball. Skied high in the air into shallow left. Colin Halverson coming on in. He'll call everyone off. He'll make the grab for out number 3 to retire the side. So Brandon Wedge able to get the job done, but the lefties able to tie this one up in the top of the 5th inning. 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and they leave the bases loaded. Halfway home at Story Field, we're tied up at 1. You're listening to Cowlitz Black Bears Baseball.
Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com, head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears.
The Cowlitz Black Bears are back and ready for you at Story Field. It's another summer of family-friendly fun. Plus, the Black Bears can host your birthday party, after-work get-together, or even your nonprofit can host a night and make extra money for your organization. Create a summer of great family memories with the Cowlitz Black Bears. Don't miss a single inning of Cowlitz Black Bears baseball with special events all summer long. See the schedule online, get tickets at the gate, or right now at CowlitzBlackBears.com.
Got a brand new ball game going to the bottom of the 5th here in game number 3 this weekend between the Port Angeles Lefties and the Cowlitz Black Bears. Nick Miller, Brady Majeski, and Austin Smith, 8-9-1, due up for the Black Bears against Andrew Hawk, out for his 5th inning. First pitch to Miller. He shows bunt, pops it up, and Hawk's going to make the grab coming off the mound to his right. So 1 pitch and 1 out in a shutdown potential inning for Andrew Hawk after the lefties able to scratch across a run in the top of the 5th. A walk, a single, and a single to load the bases, and Adam Paganelli able to draw a full count walk to tie it up. Brady Majeski flew out to Paganelli in center the first time up. First pitch misses high for ball number 1. Colin Curry stays in the game and right for the lefties as the pitch. This is upstairs, 2-0 now the count. Chandler Freeman coming out of the game after him and Brock Bozette collided, the 2-0. Fastball over the heart of the plate, 2-1 now. So now Bowen left, Paganelli in center, and Colin Curry in right. 2-1. Fastball. Majeski gets under this one to straightaway center. Paganelli backing up. He'll make the grab for out number 2. After the first 2 got on in this game for the Black Bears, Hawk is now retired 15 of the last 17. One guy that he's not been able to figure out today is Austin Smith, who will dig in with 2 outs and nobody on. Lefty on lefty matchup, first pitch. The breaking ball drops on the outer half for strike number 1. Smith now, his hit streak up to 6 games. His 10th multi-hit game here today. And his 7th in his last 11. The pitch sends this one into right. Curry going back. He'll make the grab, and it's a 1-2-3, bottom of the 5th inning for Andrew Hawk as we head to the 6th here at Story Field on Sunday afternoon, tied up at 1 between the Lefties and the Black Bears. You're listening to Cowlitz Black Bears Baseball.
Private leak. Why do I have a drip in my office and water on my desk?
Because the roof is bad. I tried to fix it myself, sir.
Didn't I tell you to call the guard?
The guard?
Yes, Private, the guard. Weather guard.
Oh, yeah. They'll keep you dry in the rain or snow. 577-7200.
They're our first defense against the weather. Now, call Weather Guard.
Sir, yes, sir.
Keep you dry in the rain or snow.
577-7200.
Weather Guard.
It's coyote season here at Cowlitz River Rigging. You might be asking yourself, what does that mean?
It means haying, cutting, mowing, moving, plowing, sowing, pushing, pulling, digging, ripping, tilling, towing season.
Coyote tractors are fuel efficient, rugged, and ready to work.
Stop in at the Grown Man's Candy Store and test drive a Coyote tractor today.
Cowlitz River Reggae.
1540 Industrial Way in Longview.
I'm all about keeping my family driving safe. Dad, pothole.
Got it.
So I insist we choose Les Schwab tires for safety services like brakes, steering, and alignment. Stuff those cheap tire centers don't offer. Because I want a backseat drive with confidence. Dad, speed check.
Hit the road safely with Les Schwab and save up to $150 when you buy select tires with financing. Les Schwab Tires, celebrating 70 years of doing the right thing. Limited time offer. Terms and conditions apply. See leschwab.com/sale for details.
Top six tied up at 1 here on Sunday afternoon at Story Field. Mason Persons, Hayden Driggs, and Danny Briones, 5, 6, and 7. First pitch from Brandon Wedge is a breaking ball that misses outside for ball number 1. First full inning of work for Wedge after he came in for John Mockerman and got a fly out of B.Y. Choi with the bases loaded in the 5th. The 1-0 from Wedge. Fastball popped straight back. Counts even at a ball and a strike. Final line for John Mockerman this afternoon. 4 2/3, 4 hits, 1 run that was earned, 3 walks, and 5 strikeouts for the lefty. The 1-1. Inside out swing as it's popped up down the right field line. It's 1-2. Persons today 0 for 1 with a ground out and a walk for him. Wedge trying to eat up innings. 1-2. Fastball just a little high from the right-hander. Counts even at 2-2. Wedge has only given up runs in 4 of his 9 outings this year. The 2-2. Fastball gets under it. Hovland giving chase. This one will end up a souvenir. We'll do it again at 2-2. Wedge inning in 2/3 last Sunday, 2 1/3 2 Fridays ago for him. Longest outing this year against Kamloops back on June 6. He went 4 1/3, punching out 7. 2-2. Tries to get Persons to chase a high heater, but he lays off, and it's a full count now. Hayden Driggs, the catcher, on deck. You're in the top of the 6th inning. Wedge's payoff pitch. Fastball fouled off of the glove of Albrecht. So heads back to the screen. We'll do it again. Persons 12 walks to 17 strikeouts this summer in his 29th game with the Lefties. 3-2 once again. A fastball hit sharply in the center. Coming on a Sam Cannon. It's down for a base hit. A leadoff single for Mason Persons. And the go-ahead runner is on in the top of the 6th inning. So now they'll bring in Hayden Driggs with a runner aboard and no outs in the top of the 6th. Black Bears have scored 1 run today against Andrew Hawk. Hawk has been good here today. The only run unearned off of a throwing error by Danny Briones. Time is now called. As it looks like Colin Halverson fixing something out in left. Runner over at first is Persons. 2 for 2 on stolen base attempts this year. He gets a good lead with Hovland holding him on. Right-hander Wedge is set. The pitch fouled right back. It's 0-1. Driggs today 0 for 2. Strikeout and a pop-out for the junior. 4th game for him as a lefty. Had a hit in his first 2. Went hitless back on Thursday. First appearance for him this weekend, the 0-1. Check swing, did he go? No, he did not, says Isaac McAllister, the base umpire. As Driggs able to lay off a high heater. Counts even at 1-1. Last day of the first half in the MLB. All-Star game coming up on Tuesday is the 1-1. Fastball, ground ball on the left side, backhanded by Bozet. His only play is going to be first as he one-hops it to Hovland, who makes the snag for out number 1. But Persons advances into scoring position on the 6-3 ground out, and now there's one away for Danny Briones. First half of the MLB season coming to an end here today. Home Run Derby tomorrow. Going to be fun to watch Albert Pujols in L.A. Briones today, 2 flyouts to right against his Riverside City College teammate John Mockerman. So he has the RBI opportunity. 2 RBIs in 3 games for him. A big lead out at second for Persons as the first pitch, beautifully placed on the outside corner at the knees. It's 0-1. Before we got to the ballpark, checking in on the best rivalry in baseball between the Red Sox and the Yankees. First inning, Chris Sale in his second start back. The 0-1. Fouled off down the right field line. It's 0-2. But Chris Sale just coming back from injury. Been kind of plagued with injuries over the past couple of years. He took a line drive right off the pinky today in the bottom of the first inning at Yankee Stadium. Has a fractured left pinky. So after being able to come back halfway through the season, it looks like he's heading back to the IL. Wedge is 0-2. It's fouled off, and we'll do it again. Tied up at 1 here in the top of the 6th. Mason Persons aboard out at second. Danny Briones trying to bring him in, but he's down on the count 0-2. Wedge looking for his first strikeout here this afternoon. He takes a look back at Persons. Here's the 0-2. Fastball, soft liner into center. It's down for a base hit. Stopping at third is Persons, as it's going to be runners on the corners with 1 out for Colin Curry. Briones picking up his 3rd hit this summer. As now that will bring in Curry, the sophomore from Seattle University. His first plate appearance today after Freeman ends the day 0 for 1 with a walk. Curry last night 1 for 4 with the strikeout, came in a score as well, hitting 147 over 13 games. For the Redmond, Washington native, first pitch, fastball called a strike on the inside corner at the belt. It's 0-1. Curry with 2 hits in his last 5 ball games. The other one back on July 8th against Bellingham. He's hitless over his last 3 going into last night. The 0-1. Fastball, he skies it down the left field line. It's 0-2. Persons at third, Briones at first. After a pair of singles, Lefties threatening to take their first lead of the series. Other than 0-0, this series has been tied only one other time. That was yesterday going into the bottom of the 2nd inning. It was tied up at 1. Black Bears 4 unanswered yesterday for the 5-1 victory. The 0-2 fastball rolled to Hovland, gets it on the backhand, goes to second for 1. The relay to first. Wedge trying to cover, and it's not in time. Persons comes in to score as the Lefties take the lead. They lead 2-1 here in the top of the 6th inning. Briones cut down, but Curry able to reach. It's going to be a tough play with the pitcher heading over to cover. A nice play by Hovland, being able to get it to Bozet at short.
Now batting the shortstop, number 9, Devin Alvarez.
With the Lefties lead, it's now Devin Alvarez working on a 2-for-2 day. We'll dig in. 2-1 now in favor of Port Angeles with 2 outs and a runner over at first. Wedges at the belt, first pitch. Fastball just misses low for ball number 1. A double in the 3rd and a single inning ago for the sophomore. 4th game for him this summer. First multi-hit performance for him. 1-0. Fastball Pops it up off the end of the bat over the second baseman, Brady Majeski. He makes the grab for out number 3, but the Lefties are able to take the lead here in the top of the 6th inning. They're able to score 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and they leave 1 runner on base. Head to the bottom of the 6th. Black Bears trailing 2-1. You're listening to Cowlitz Black Bears Baseball.
Hi, it's Jess.
And Bobby checking in from the Grown Man's Candy Store. I'm sure we can all agree that Mother Nature has been a little, unpredictable this year.
To say the least, but one thing you can predict is steel's power and reliability.
At Cowlitz River Rigging, we carry a wide variety of superior steel, gas, and battery-powered equipment to get all your jobs done.
Cowlitz River Rigging.
1540 Industrial Way in Longview.
Depend on us.
Your Cowlitz Black Bears are back at Story Field this summer. Get out and join your neighbors for family-friendly fun. A Black Bears baseball game is a perfect reason to meet with friends and coworkers. Black Bears baseball is made possible by Peace Health, Fiber Federal Credit Union, Pacific Tech Construction, Bob's Sporting Goods, McDonald's in Longview and Woodland, and the Bud Clary Auto Group. Don't miss a single inning of Black Bears baseball. Tickets at the gate or right now at CowlitzBlackBears.com.
It's baseball season, and Peace Health is excited to return as a sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears as they vie for the Western League Championship. Black Bears games make a great family event. Bring the whole crew to the ballpark for fresh air, sunshine, fun, friends, and all the thrills of Black Bears baseball. As the largest health provider in Cowlitz County, Peace Health is ready to step up to the plate and keep your family in the game, whether it's a routine appointment or specialty or emergency care. Peace Health and the Cowlitz Black Bears, 2 great teams.
Black Bears now playing from behind, trailing 2-1 as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. New arm into the game for the Lefties here in the 6th. It will be the Utah Valley Wolverine, second one of the day. Luke Mccullough making his 3rd appearance for Port Angeles this summer. A 3.85 ERA, 2 1/3, 1 hit, 2 walks, and 2 strikeouts. Has given up 1 run this summer. Last time he threw was back on July 13th, inning in a 3rd, 1 walk and 2 strikeouts against Kelowna. 2, 3, and 4 for the Black Bears. Brock Bozette, the first pitch. Fastball misses high and in for ball number 1. Final line for Hawk here today. He was great for the Lefties all afternoon. Ties his season long in innings as the 1-0. A fastball, a high chopper back up the middle. Over to his left is Alvarez. The throw on the run in time. Isaac McAllister making the call, the base umpire this afternoon, as Bozette's retired for out number 1. The final line for Hawk, 5 innings, 4 hits, 1 run that was unearned. No walks and 3 strikeouts for the Henderson, Nevada native. He's now gone 5 innings 3 times this summer as Sam Cann digs in. First pitch to lefty. He takes a fastball on the outer half for strike number 1. Mccullough this past year at Utah Valley, a 6.69 ERA over 37 2/3. The 0-1 cut on a miss, pulled the string on Canton, who's 0 for 2 today. So now he's going to have to protect. 17 appearances, going 2-2. Made 2 starts as well. Opponents hit .257 against him, 24 walks to 32 strikeouts. The 0-2 fastball misses high and away. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Native of San Diego, California. Originally started at New Mexico with the Lobos. Then transferred to Xavier. The 1-2. Fastball sent in the air to left center. On the run is Paganelli, and this one's down for a base hit as the center fielder and left fielder misplay it. And it'll roll to the warning track as Sam Canton pulls into second. A double for Sam Canton. His 3rd of the year. The tying run now in scoring position as we Callan Halverson with the RBI opportunity.
And now batting the left fielder, number 13.
Halverson getting an early look at 2 of the arms he'll be facing. And fall ball at Utah Valley coming up. Halverson 0 for 2 on the day with the only RBI for the Black Bears. First pitch to him is a slider on the outside corner for strike number 1. A ground out and a fly out for the Guthrie, Oklahoma native. Trying to add to his team-leading 33 RBIs. Second in the West Coast League, only trailing Bo Sylvester of Bend, the 0-1. He fouls it off. It's 0-2. Sylvester up to 37 RBIs this year. Halverson was in the lead in the RBI category for a good part of this year. But now he has to protect down 0-2. Here's the pitch. He skies it off. We'll do it again. Halverson's reached in his last 6 games. We're hitting 167 over his last 10. 2 for 9 here this weekend so far. Here's the 0-2. Breaking ball ripped into left. Bo going back. He'll make the catch over to his right for out number 2. Halverson just missing that one, getting off towards the end of the bat. As now there's 2 away for Nick Hovland here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Black Bears trailing 2-1. Tying run on at second. Hovland happy to see Hawk depart the game after Hovland struck out both times facing off against the lefty. Mccullough looking for a shutdown inning. The pitch. Fastball misses down and away for ball number 1. McCullough, a hard thrower, big kid. 6'3", 205 pounds. The 1-0. Breaking ball snaps in over the heart of the plate. It's 1-1. Longest outing of the year at Utah Valley for the right-hander was back on April 26 against BYU. He went 4 1/3, allowing 2 runs, the 1-1. Hovland pops it straight up the chute, Driggs back towards the netting, and this one will get out of play as now Hovland will have to protect down a ball and 2 strikes. Eight shutout appearances for the Wolverines this past year for McCullough. Hovland's got to protect. Trying to avoid striking out for the 3rd time today. The right-hander comes set. 1-2, there goes Cannon. It's cut on and miss for strike number 3 to end the 6th. The Black Bears, no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. We head to the final 3 frames here at Story Field. The Black Bears trailing 2-1. You're listening to Cowlitz Black Bears Baseball.
Call the guard, that's weather guard.
Call the guard, that's weather guard.
When it rains cats in St. Bernard.
When it rains cats in St. Bernard.
We'll keep you dry in the rain or snow.
We'll keep you dry in the rain or snow.
577-7200.
577-7200.
If you need a roof, don't look too hard.
If you need a roof, don't look too hard.
Just call the guard, that's weather guard.
Just call the guard, that's weather guard.
Just call the guard, that's weather guard.
Weather guard!
Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com, head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears.
The Cowlitz Black Bears are back and ready for you at Story Field. It's another summer of family-friendly fun. Plus, the Black Bears can host your birthday party, after-work get-together, or even your nonprofit can host a night and make extra money for your organization. Create a summer of great family memories with the Cowlitz Black Bears. Don't miss a single inning of Cowlitz Black Bears baseball with special events all summer long. See the schedule online, get tickets at the gate, or right now at CowlitzBlackBears.com.
Top of the order, up for the lefties, will be Bo, Mulfuller, and Paganelli against Brandon Wench. Top 7, Black Bears trailing 2-1 here in game number 3. Black Bears will need to come back to pick up their second sweep on the year. Derek Bowe struck out back in the 5th. First pitch to him. Hits one high in the air to left. Halverson back towards the track. Looking up, and this one's down against the wall. Bowe digging for second. The throw is going to be late as Derek Bowe pulls into second with his 5th double on the year. Jumping on the first pitch fastball from Brandon Wench, and now an insurance run standing in scoring position for the Lefties. Second extra base hit for the Lefties here today. So now they'll bring in Will Mccullough. One for 3. Strikeout, a flyout, and a single. First pitch he sees. Misses upstairs for ball number 1. Three for 11 on the weekend for Mccullough. The hit streak up to 7 games for him. Been seeing the ball very well over these last 5 games. The 1-0 pitch fouled straight back. Counts even at 1-1. The Lefties today, 2 runs on 7 hits and an error. The Black Bears, 1 run on 5 hits and no errors. Neither team taking BP pregame. A hit in the cages prior to first pitch today. The 1-1 from Wench. Fastball hit sharply. It deflects off of Bozette, but he's able to keep it in the infield, potentially saving a run. Well, that's going to put runners on the corners with no outs in the top of the 7th inning. They're going to call that an error on Brock Bozette. Rather, they do call it so now that's going to bring out Brady Corrigan to come talk to Wench. Adam Paganelli will have the opportunity as Jaden Williamson starting to move around out in the left field bullpen. 2-1 your score in the top of the 7th inning. Runners on the corners with no outs. Now meeting is adjourned as now they take the error away and they called it a single for Will Mccullough. So now a multi-hit day for him. It was a hard-hit ground ball, a tough play for Bozette. Now the 6th multi-hit game this year for Will Mccullough. So that'll bring in Adam Paganelli. No outs, runners on the corners in game number 3. Black Bears trying to finish off this homestand on a high note. Righty and righty matchup. First pitch to Paganelli. He's late on a fastball, so he sends it down the right field line. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 2 today. 2 strikeouts and a walk for him. Black Bears 5-2 over this 8-game homestand so far. The 0-1. Curveball misses outside. It's 1-1. Black Bears on the road for 3 at Goss Stadium against the Corvallis Knights. Sitting at 22-12, the first half winners. Pitch. Fastball just misses down and away. 2 balls and a strike. Corvallis and Wenatchee tied up at 3 in the bottom of the 7th in Wenatchee. Yesterday, the Apple Sox able to take game number 2, forcing the rubber game. The 2-1 cut on and miss. Wedge taking a little something off that one as he has Paganelli swing over the top of it. Now 2-2 the count. 2 strikeouts today for the center fielder. So now he has to protect the chance to add to this lefties lead here in the top of the 7th. Wedge working from the stretch. It's 2-2. Fastball off the end of the bat and foul up the first base line. We'll do it again at 2-2. Looking elsewhere, Yakima Valley up 3-1 in the bottom of the 6th in Victoria. They are going for the sweep of the Harbor Cats. Springfield up 3-0 over Ridgefield. It's the pitch. Rocketed down the right field line, but fouls. This one will end up in the Lefties bullpen. A nice battle here from the 3-hitter Paganelli. Bellingham up 2-1 over Nanaimo. Then 2 games later on today at 6:05. Kelowna and Walla Walla from Elk Stadium. And then Bend and Portland in Portland. Game number 3 in that series between the Pickles and the Elks. The pitch pops right back to the screen. Pickles looking for the sweep of the Elks. Ridgefield also looking for the sweep as well, as are the Black Bears. A tough spot here. Down 2-1. 2 insurance runs standing on the bags. Right-hander Wench. He's ready. The pitch, curveball. Sent high in the air to left. Halverson back towards the track. He'll make the grab. Tagging up from third is Bo. He will score. And it's a sacrifice fly for Adam Paganelli. Three to 1 now in favor of the Lefties in the top of the 7th inning. Defensive change for the Black Bears. At third base, replacing Nick Miller, is Cade McGee. So McGee now into the game. He will be inserted into the 8 hole as now B.Y. Choi digs in. First pitch from Wedge misses upstairs for ball number 1. 3-1 your score. Black Bears now trailing by 2. Runner at first with 1 out for B.Y. Choi. 0 for 3 today. 1-0. Fastball ripped over the head of Hovland down the right field line for a base hit. Wolfler rounding second and heading for third. He's getting the green light. The throw's going to come back into second, and it's an RBI double for B.Y. Choi. The Lefties now lead 4-1 in the top of the 7th inning. B.Y. Choi coming through, picking up RBI number 8 on the year. Choi getting that one off the end of the bat, but able to muscle it down the right field line. As that's going to bring out Alan Embry from the third base dugout. And that's going to be the day for Brandon Wedge. He's going to depart the game, giving up 3 runs, 1 out. In the top of the 7th inning, the Black Bears trailing 4-1 with a runner on at second. We'll step aside. You're listening to Cowlitz Black Bears Baseball.
Here at Fiber Federal Credit Union, we're just like any other family. Sometimes you like getting together for a big old family shindig. Other times it would be really great if that family shindig could just be virtual. At Fiber Federal, we always love seeing you at any of our 16 locations. But don't feel like you need to see us face-to-face all the time. With online and mobile banking, mobile deposits, our nationwide network of ATMs, and 24/7 call center, you can visit us anytime, anywhere. And now, several locations feature ITMs with virtual representatives for basic transactions, like withdrawals, cash and check deposits, transfers, loan payments, and balance inquiries. That saves you time for more important things, like seeing your mother in person. She told us to say that. Fiber Federal Credit Union. We're kind of like a family, only we're a credit. FiberCU.com. Member NCUA.
Private leak. Why do I have a drip in my office and water on my desk?
Because the roof is bad. I tried to fix it myself, sir.
Didn't I tell you to call the guard?
The guard?
Yes, Private, the guard. Weather guard.
Oh, yeah. They'll keep you dry in the rain or snow. 577-7200.
They're our first defense against the weather. Now, call Weather Guard.
Sir, yes, sir.
Keep you dry in the rain or snow.
577-7200.
Weather Guard.
Four to 1, the Lefties lead in the top of the 7th inning as Cowlitz goes to the bullpen for the second time today. It'll be Jaden Williamson, the right-hander from LCC, making his 11th appearance this summer. 1-1 with a 3.75 ERA, 12 innings, 5 hits, 11 walks to 15 strikeouts. Last time he threw in league play was back on July 9th last Saturday. 2/3 of an inning trying to get the save. Gave up 3 runs, 2 of those earned. 3 hits, 1 walk, and 1 strikeout for the right-hander. So he comes in now. 2 runs already in for the Lefties in the top of the 7th inning. After they knock Brandon Wench out of the game, his partial line, inning in 2/3, 5 hits, no walks, and no strikeouts. He's given up 3 runs so far, is responsible for B.Y. Choi out at second. Picked up an RBI double to extend this lead to 3 for the Lefties. Ron O'Reilly here on Mixler.com and online on YouTube as well. Pleasure to have you join me for the series finale between the Port Angeles Lefties and the Cowlitz Black Bears. Mason Persons will be the first to greet Williamson in the top of the 7th inning. 1 for 2 today. Ground out a walk and a single for Persons. So he has a chance to add to this Lefties lead. Choi out on second with Persons at the dish. Williamson working from the stretch, takes a look back at second. First pitch from the right-hander. This is inside for ball number 1. Well, the Seattle Mariners just announced over the PA system here at Story Field, they have won their 14th straight game heading into the All-Star break. Turning things around up there at T-Mobile Park, the 1-0. Fastball fouled back. Counts even at 1-1. Julio Rodriguez, their young phenom, participating in the Home Run Derby tomorrow night at Dodger Stadium. But now going in the All-Star break, you're on that hot streak. Might come at the worst time for that Mariners team. You're playing that hot. You don't want anything to ruin the momentum. With 4 or 5 days off, that could really put a wrench into a lot of plans. How about the Baltimore Orioles as well, one of the hottest teams in baseball? The 1-1. Fastball. Fouled off on the right side. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Good to see the Orioles getting back to somewhat winning baseball. It was their first winning month in the month of June since 2017. Been a long time coming for those Orioles fans. They have been trying to rebuild for such a long time. Williamson's 1-2. Fastball just misses down and in. Counts even at 2-2. Persons today has gotten to 2 3-ball counts. One time he's been retired, he tried to drop a bunt down. John Mockerman was able to get out off the mound. 4 2/3 from the starter today for Cowlitz. Inning in 2/3 from Wedge. The 2-2. Got him looking on the inside corner for strike number 3. Williamson taking a little off there on the 2-2. Picks up his first punch out, and there's 2 gone here in the top of the 7th. So now, 2 away. A runner at second for Hayden Driggs. 3 hits this inning, a sacrifice fly, which resulted in 2 runs for the Lefties. Driggs today 0 for 3 for the junior from Madera, California. Williamson comes set with the runner on at second. First pitch. This is inside for ball number 1. Black Bears 11-5 winners on Friday. 5-1 winners last night. But now trailing 4-1. Only 5 hits for the Black Bears through 6 innings against this. The 2 pitchers today for Port Angeles, both Utah Valley Wolverines, Andrew Hawk and Luke McCullough. 1-0. Fastball called a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-1. The 1 run today for the Black Bears, it was unearned. That came back in the bottom of the first inning. A pair of bunt singles to lead the game off, then a throwing error allowed Austin Smith to advance all the way to third. Callan Halverson with the RBI ground out. After that, base runners have been far and few between. The 1-1, a breaking ball cut on and miss. It's 1-2 to Driggs, who's already struck out once today. He struck out back to end the second inning, popped out in the fourth, and then grounded out in the sixth. Williamson trying to keep this a 3-run game. Like Miller, the lefty, warming up now in the bullpen for the Black Bears. Williamson takes a look back at second. His 1-2. Fastball, jam shot liner over to Majeski, who makes the grab for out number 3. But the lefties able to add to their lead here. In the top of the 7th inning, they score 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. Time to stretch here at Story Field. The Black Bears trailing 4-1. You're listening to Cowlitz Black Bears Baseball.
It's coyote season here at Cowlitz River Rigging. You might be asking yourself, what does that mean?
It means haying, cutting, mowing, moving, plowing, sowing, pushing, pulling, digging, ripping, tilling, towing season.
Coyote tractors are fuel efficient, rugged, and ready to work.
Stop in at the Grown Man's Candy Store and test drive a Coyote tractor today.
Cowlitz River Rigging.
1540 Industrial Way in Longview.
Depend on us.
I'm all about keeping my family driving safe. Dad, pothole.
Got it.
So I insist we choose Les Schwab tires for safety services like brakes, steering, and alignment. Stuff those cheap tire centers don't offer. Because I want a backseat drive with confidence. Dad, speed check.
Hit the road safely with Les Schwab and save up to $150 when you buy select tires with financing. Les Schwab Tires, celebrating 70 years of doing the right thing. Limited time offer. Terms and conditions apply. See leschwab.com/sale for details.
Hi, it's Jess.
And Bobby checking in from the Grown Man's Candy Store. I'm sure we can all agree that Mother Nature has been a little, unpredictable this year.
To say the least, but one thing you can predict is steel's power and reliability.
At Cowlitz River Rigging, we carry a wide variety of superior steel, gas, and battery-powered equipment to get all your jobs done.
Cowlitz River Rigging.
1540 Industrial Way in Longview.
Depend on us.
Your Cal.
4-1, Port Angeles leads as the Black Bears trying to chase 3 in the bottom of the 7th inning. John Olson, Louis Albrecht, and Cade McGee, 6, 7, and 8 for the Black Bears as John Olson digs in. 1 for 2 today with a double in his last plate appearance. First pitch to him. It's a breaking ball that misses outside for ball number 1 from McCullough. 1 inning of work so far, 1 hit and 1 strikeout for him. He left Sam Can stranded out on second. 1-0. The curveball on the outer half. It's 1-1. Port Angeles adding 2 in the top half of the 7th inning, knocking reliever Brandon Wedge out of the game. 1-1. The curveball rolled on the left side to Alvarez. He has it, tossed to first, and Choi able to pick it on the backhand as Olson's retired for out number 1. Final line for Brandon Wedge. Inning in 2/3, 5 hits, 3 runs. All earned, no walks and no strikeouts for the right-hander. Aaron Parker going to be a pinch hitter for Albrecht here in the bottom of the 7th. So Aaron Parker comes off the bench. Louis Albrecht ends his day, going 0 for 2 with a pop out and a fly out for the Central Arizona Vaquero. Now Aaron Parker will get the opportunity. So on a Sunday afternoon, Alan Embry going to the bench. Aaron Parker digs in. First pitch he sees. It's a slider bounced in the dirt for ball number 1. 1 out, nobody on. Black Bears trailing 4-1. Parker last night 0 for 2 with a run scored, 2 walks and 2 strikeouts for the UCSB Gaucho. The 1-0. Another slider. This one misses outside. 2-0 now the count. 3 for 6 in the series for Parker. Had the grand slam back on Friday. Also added in 2 other hits as well. 2-0. Fastball rip right back up the middle for a base hit. Aaron Parker comes off the bench, and on the third pitch he sees, rips one right back up the middle. He's now reached in his last 8 games. As now that'll bring up Cade McGee. So the pinch hitter works. McGee will now dig in for his first plate appearance. After he came in as a defensive replacement in the top half of the 7th. A 150 average for the Tucson native. First pitch comes up empty at a high fastball. It's 0-1. Miller ends the day 0 for 2, a strikeout and a pop out on a bunt attempt for the LCC Red Devil. McGee hitting 150, 1 double. Pitch, cut on a miss. He's ahead of the heater. It's 0-2. 1 for 3 with an RBI and a walk last night for McGee. Picked up an RBI in that second inning last night. So now he has to protect, quickly down 0-2. McCullough takes a glance over at Parker. Here's the 0-2. Comes with the slider and it misses outside. It's a ball and 2 strikes. So the 7 and 8 hitters replaced for Cowlitz. Both teams bringing 2 off the bench here today. Derek Bowe and Colin Curry, both replacements as well for the Lefties. 1-2. Another slider. That one got away from McCullough. See here, doesn't have full control of that slider. Fastball's been working for him. Curveball's been sharp as well. Only 6 hits for the Black Bears. Trailing 4-1. 2-2. McGee is able to fight it off. We'll do it again. Brady Majeski, the second baseman, on deck for the Black Bears in the bottom of the 7th inning. The right-hander comes set. Let's do the 2-2 once again. It's a slider. Popped up down the right field line in foul territory. Choi giving chase, but this one will end up out of play. We'll do it again. So a nice battle here by Caden McGee in his first plate appearance. Able to fight a couple off. Get the count back to even after going down 0-2. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up here between the big right-hander and the Gonzaga Bulldog. Parker takes off before the pitch is thrown. Picked off initially. The throw to second, and they're going to say it's in time. Not sure about that one. From my vantage point, it looked like Parker was able to get in under the tag. But that will stand as a 1-2-4. So now 2-2 the count with 2 outs. Here's a pitch. Fastball misses high, and it's a full count. Parker was going. Just left a little early. McCullough, good move over to first. So now a full count with 2 outs to Caden McGee. Payoff pitch. Fastball ripped, and a grab by Briones. The third baseman retires the side in the bottom of the 7th inning. McCullough faces the minimum in the bottom of the 7th. The Black Bears, no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and no runners left on base. Head to the 8th. Port Angeles in the lead, 4-1. You're listening to Cowlitz Black Bears baseball.
Your Cowlitz Black Bears are back at Story Field this summer. Get out and join your neighbors for family-friendly fun. A Black Bears baseball game is a perfect reason to meet with friends and coworkers. Black Bears baseball is made possible by Peace Health, Fiber Federal Credit Union, Pacific Tech Construction, Bob's Sporting Goods, McDonald's in Longview and Woodland, and the Bud Clary Auto Group. Don't miss a single inning of Black Bears baseball. Tickets at the gate or right now at CowlitzBlackBears.com.
It's baseball season, and Peace Health is excited to return as a sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears as they vie for the Western League Championship. Black Bears games make a great family event. Bring the whole crew to the ballpark for fresh air, sunshine, fun, friends, and all the thrills of Black Bears baseball. As the largest health provider in Cowlitz County, Peace Health is ready to step up to the plate and keep your family in the game, whether it's a routine appointment or specialty or emergency care. Peace Health and the Cowlitz Black Bears, two great teams.
Call the guard, that's Weather Guard.
Call the guard, that's Weather Guard.
When it rains cats in St. Bernard.
When it rains cats in St. Bernard.
We'll keep you dry in the rain or snow.
We'll keep you dry in the rain or snow.
577-7200.
577-7200.
If you need a roof, don't look too hard.
If you need a roof, don't look too hard.
Just call the guard, that's Weather Guard.
Just call the guard, that's Weather Guard.
Just call the guard, that's Weather Guard.
Weather Guard!
Port Angeles leading 4-1. On the top of the 8th inning, it'll be 7, 8, and 9 for the Lefties against Jaden Williamson. And for his first full inning of work after he got a strikeout and a pop-out of Mason Persons and Hayden Driggs, the first two that he faced to end things in the top of the 7th inning. Luke Mccullough threw 2 shutout innings in relief today for the Lefties, as Danny Briones will lead things off. First pitch to him. Fastball, he's a little late on it. It's 0-1. Briones today, 1 for 3. Pair of flyouts to right and a single back in the 6th. Williamson, the hard-throwing right-hander, about to throw pitch number 11 here today. As he comes set at the belt. The 0-1. Rushes off Briones, counts even at a ball and a strike. 9 hits today for the Lefties. 3 of those being extra base hits. 3 doubles for Port Angeles. They had 2 last inning. It's a Lefties team that's in the basement in slugging percentage, the 1-1. Curveball backs up Briones. 2-1 now the count. Port Angeles trying to get back to 10 games under 500. Get to 3-9 through the first 12 in the second half. They're 2-8 in their last 10 games. Black Bears trying to get to 1 game back from under 500. 2-1. Fastball misses just low. 3-1 now the count. Aaron Parker stays in the game for the Black Bears behind the plate after he came in as a pinch hitter and picked up a single for Louis Albrecht back in the bottom of the 7th. Colin Curry on deck with a 3-1 count and no outs. Pitch. Fastball ripped down the right field line, but foul, and it's a full count to the leadoff man for Port Angeles in the top of the 8th inning. Black Bears down to their final 6 outs. Port Angeles trying to salvage a game this weekend. Williamson, the third arm in the game for the Black Bears. 4 2/3 from the starter today, John Mockman. Inning in 2/3 from the first out of the bullpen, Brandon Wedge. Payoff pitch, misses low for ball number 4. A leadoff walk issued to Briones. He's on for the 2nd time today, and on for the 6th time in this series. So now they'll bring up Colin Curry.
Number 4, Colin Curry.
Curry came in as a pinch runner back in the 5th, grounded into a fielder's choice in the 6th. Picked up an RBI there. So now he waits the first pitch. Here it is. He shows bunt. He gets it down at the third base line. Williamson leaves it for McGee, and the two miscommunicate. Now third base is vacant as the runner, Briones, now caught in a rundown. Majeski has it. He'll toss it over to Bozette, covering at third. The tag is applied, and the lead runner, Briones, is cut down. So it was almost a disaster for the Black Bears. Results in a cut down of the lead runner. Curry now up to second. But an awkward play there. McGee and Williamson Williamson looked like he was going to field it. Then he left it at the last second for McGee. And Briones runs into an out. So now 1 out and a runner on at second. As Al bring in the 9-hitter, Devin Alvarez. Good day for him, 2 for 3. A single and a double and a pop out. Curry out at second, the first pitch. Inside for ball number 1. So a 5-4-6 fielder's choice. Black Bears able to execute the rundown defense to cut down the lead runner. 1-0. This is inside. Back pick down to second. The throw is high from Parker as getting back into the bag is Curry. It's like Skylar Manelski starting to warm up for the Black Bears and the left field bullpen. Here with 1 out in the top of the 8th. Port Angeles leads 4-1. A lefty warming up for the Lefties. On the right field bullpen, McCullough's given him 2 strong innings. Williamson set at the belt, his 2-0. High chopper. Charging in is McGee. He has it just behind the pitcher's mound. Fires a strike over to Hovland at first for out number 2. Curry advances to third, so now an insurance run standing 90 feet away for the Lefties. So I'll bring up the top of the order and Derek Bowe. He got things started an inning ago. A double off of the short wall in left. He's 1 for 2 today after he replaced Jaden Arakaki defensively in the 4th. First pitch. On the outside corner, belt high for strike number 1. 2 outs, runner at third. Lefties leading 4-1. The top spot in the order for Port Angeles today, 2 for 4. Arakaki finished the game 1 for 2. 0-1. Fastball, a hard chopper, back up the middle and through for a base hit. Curry scores. Derek Bowe picks up the RBI, and the Lefties lead 5-1. RBI number 4 this summer for Bowe. Now the inning will continue. I'll bring up Will Mulfler. Sixth multi-hit game for him this summer. Pair of singles in his last 2 at-bats. Came in a score in the 7th. 2 outs, a runner at first. First pitch. He's swinging. Inside-out swing as he sends it down the right field line. Austin Smith taking charge. He'll make the catch for out number 3. But the Lefties able to add a run as they're able to get 1 run on 1 hit. No errors. They leave 1 runner left on base. We head to the bottom of the 8th here at Story Field. The Black Bears trailing 5-1. You're listening to Cowlitz Black Bears Baseball.
Brought to you by Cowlitz Beauty.
Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com, head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears.
The Cowlitz Black Bears are back and ready for you at Story Field. It's another summer of family-friendly fun. Plus, the Black Bears can host your birthday party, after-work get-together, or even your nonprofit can host a night and make extra money for your organization. Create a summer of great family memories with the Cowlitz Black Bears. Don't miss a single inning of Cowlitz Black Bears baseball with special events all summer long. See the schedule online, get tickets at the gate, or right now at CowlitzBlackBears.com.
Black Bears down 5-1, going to the bottom of the 8th. They'll be Brady Majeski, Austin Smith, and Brock Bozette. 9-1-2 against Luke McCullough, the right-hander from Utah Valley. 3rd inning for him. So he faces off against Majeski. 0 for 2 today, first pitch to him. Fastball right down Broadway for strike number 1. First time facing off against McCullough for Majeski. Pair of flyouts to center against the starter today, Andrew Hawk. The pitch, fastball ripped into right. Curry over to his left. He makes the grab for out number 1. Wachowski's hit the ball hard in every at-bat, but nothing to show for it for him. He's 0 for 3 as that brings up the top of the order for the 4th time today. And Austin Smith.
Now batting, the right fielder,
Smith 2 for 3.
Austin Smith.
10th multi-hit game for him. First pitch from McCullough. He's swinging, gets under it as he pops it up and behind home plate. Driggs will run out of room as this one will end up a souvenir. It's 0-1. Pair of singles for Smith and then a fly out to his counterpart, Colin Curry, in right. For the freshman from San Diego, California. Average above 320 this summer. 0-1. Fastball just misses inside. It's 1-1. The hit streak up to 6 games for Smith. Hitting .380 over his last 5 coming into today. The 1-1. Curveball rolled over to the right side. Persons has it. Tossed to first in time for out number 2. And off the end of the bat for Austin Smith. Now there's 2 away here quickly. 2 hits the first time through the order for McCullough. Double from Cann in the 6th, and then the single from Parker an inning ago. Brock Bozette now with 2 away and nobody on. First pitch. Breaking ball. Bozette out in front. It's 0-1. Gallants down to their final 4 outs in game number 3. Series already in hand. The 0-1. High and away. 1-1 after the heater. From the right-hander, McCullough was a lefty warming up for the lefties. They're in the top of the 8th inning. No one warming up for them now. Skylar Manelski in the Black Bears bullpen. The 1-1 bounces about 5 feet in front of home plate. 2-1 now the count to Bozette. 1 for 3 today. Has a hit in 16 of his last 17. Three for 10 this weekend for the Gonzaga Bulldog. 2-1. The slider dropped in on the inner half. It's 2-2. McCullough didn't have that pitch in the 7th, but now has it here in the 8th. 2-2 the count, 2 outs. Here comes the pitch. Fastball hit sharply past the dive of Choi down the right field line for a base hit. Bozette rounding first and heading for second as this one gets to the corner, and he'll stop there. Brock Bozette is 3rd double on the year. Black Bears trying to get something going with 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th inning. Third double of the day for the Black Bears. The 5th multi-hit game for Brock Bozette, as that's going to bring out Matt Greeley from the first base dugout. And he's going to make a call to the bullpen. Lefty that was warming up in the top half of the 8th now coming into the game. That's today for Luke McCullough. He departs with 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th inning. And a runner on second. Black Bears down 5-1. We'll step aside. You're listening to Callant's Black Bears Baseball.
Here at Fiber Federal Credit Union, we're just like any other family. Sometimes you like getting together for a big old family shindig. Other times it would be really great if that family shindig could just be virtual. At Fiber Federal, we always love seeing you at any of our 16 locations. But don't feel like you need to see us face-to-face all the time. With online and mobile banking, mobile deposits, our nationwide network of ATMs, and 24/7 call center, you can visit us anytime, anywhere. And now, several locations feature ITMs with virtual representatives for basic transactions, like withdrawals, cash and check deposits, transfers, loan payments, and balance inquiries. That saves you time for more important things, like seeing your mother in person. She told us to say that. Fiber Federal Credit Union. We're kind of like a family, only we're a credit union. CU.com. Member NCUA.
Private leak. Why do I have a drip in my office and water on my desk?
Because the roof is bad. I tried to fix it myself, sir.
Didn't I tell you to call the guard?
The guard?
Yes, Private, the guard. Weather guard.
Oh, yeah. They'll keep you dry in the rain or snow. 577-7200.
They're our first defense against the weather. Now, call Weather Guard.
Sir, yes, sir.
Keep you dry in the rain or snow.
577-7200.
Weather Guard.
5-1, Port Angeles leads in the bottom of the 8th inning with 2 outs and a runner on at second after a double from Brock Bozette. Sam Cann now will be the first to greet the new arm into the game, Trey Maker, the lefty from Fordham in the Bronx, making his 12th appearance this summer, 1-0 with a 2.07 ERA, as a save as well. 17 1/3, 11 hits, 11 walks to 27 strikeouts for the lefty. Last time he threw was against Kelowna back on July 14th. 1 inning and 3 strikeouts for him. He has not allowed a run in his last 7 appearances. He has not allowed a run in a month. Last time was against Walla Walla back on June 18th. Allowed 1 run over an inning and 2/3. He allowed runs in each of his first 3 outings. Since then has been nails. The sophomore from Pearland, Texas, 6'2", 230 pounds. Sam Cann digs in from the left side. 1 for 3 today. First pitch. He takes a strike on the outer black. It's 0-1. Maker this past year at Fordham, a 5.17 ERA, 0-1 over 20 appearances. Made 3 starts as well, 31 1/3 innings pitched. Good lead out at second for Bozette, the 0-1. The breaking ball ripped through the right side for a base hit. Getting the green light from second is Bozette. Here comes the throw from Curry. It's cut off, and it's an RBI single for Sam Cann. Now his 11th on the year, and it's a 3-run game in the bottom of the 8th. Maker leaving the breaking ball hanging there to Canton, who picks up his 2nd hit of the day. Now his 9th multi-hit game. And now with 2 outs and a runner at first in a 3-run ball game, Colin Halverson with the opportunity. A lefty on righty matchup as the southpaw comes set. First pitch. Fastball on the inside corner, thigh high for strike number 1. That can close the line for Luke Mccullough this afternoon. 2 2/3, 3 hits, 1 run, no walks, and 1 strikeout. The 0-1. Backs up Halverson, counts even at a ball and a strike. Cann now an RBI in his last 2 games after a sacrifice fly last night. 1-1. Fastball at the knees for strike number 2. Halverson will now have to protect 0 for 3 today. Pair of flyouts and a ground out with an RBI for the sophomore. 1-2. Fastball sent back up the middle. It's down for a base hit. Colin Halverson's now reached in his last 7. The tying run is going to come to the plate for the Black Bears, and it's going to be a pinch hitter in Alec Arnone. So the Black Bears, 3 consecutive hits with 2 outs, as now the power threat catcher, Alec Arnone, gets the opportunity. 1 swing of the bat, and we could have a brand new ball game. He digs in from the right side. 2 outs and 2 on, and the tying run at the plate. Arnone with 3 home runs this year, 1 coming last Sunday against Springfield. First pitch to him. He takes on the outer half, belt high for strike number 1. He replaces Nick Hovland. Finishes the day 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Arnone this weekend over the first 2 games, 1 for 8 with a double and an RBI. Baker at the belt. The 0-1. Breaking ball. Drops low. 1-1 now the count. The double by Bozette. RBI single by Cann, and then the single from Colin Halverson. Setting up a battle here between the lefty from Fordham and the catcher from San Diego Christian, the 1-1. The curveball he's able to lay off once again. 2-1 now the count. 8 doubles and 18 RBIs for the Black Bears catcher. I have to think he's going to go into the DH spot, and John Olson will be over at first. The 2-1. Fastball hit hard but foul down the right field line. It's 2-2. Third player brought off the bench for the Black Bears today, joining Aaron Parker and Caden McGee. 2-2 the count with 2 outs and 2 on. In a 5-2 ball game in the bottom of the 8th. Black Bears their first run since the bottom of the 1st. Trying to add to that here. The 2-2 fastball misses inside, and it's a full count. Baker was about 5 steps towards the first base dugout. Chris Castro's been given that this afternoon, but now it's a full count with 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th inning. The runners will be going. Baker comes set, takes a look back at second. Payoff pitch. Cut on and miss for strike number 3. Baker able to sit down the pinch hitter Arnone, and the side is retired. But the Black Bears able to cut into this lead. They score 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, but they leave 2 runners on base. We head to the 9th on Sunday afternoon at Story Field, 5-2 in favor of the Lefties. You're listening to Cowlitz Black Bears Baseball.
It's coyote season here at Cowlitz River Rigging. You might be asking yourself, what does that mean?
It means haying, cutting, mowing, moving, plowing, sowing, pushing, pulling, digging, ripping, tilling, towing season.
Coyote tractors are fuel efficient, rugged, and ready to work.
Stop in at the Grown Man's Candy Store and test drive a Coyote tractor today.
Cowlitz River Rigging.
1540 Industrial Way in Longview.
Depend on us.
I'm all about keeping my family driving safe. Dad, pothole.
Got it.
So I insist we choose Les Schwab tires for safety services like brakes, steering, and alignment. Stuff those cheap tire centers don't offer. Because I want a backseat drive with confidence. Dad, speed check.
Hit the road safely with Les Schwab and save up to $150 when you buy select tires with financing. Les Schwab Tires, celebrating 70 years of doing the right thing. Limited time offer. Terms and conditions apply. See leschwab.com/sale for details.
Hi, it's Jess.
And Bobby checking in from the Grown Man's Candy Store. I'm sure we can all agree that Mother Nature has been a little, unpredictable this year,
To say the least, but one thing you can predict is steel's power and reliability.
At Cowlitz River Rigging, we carry a wide variety of superior steel, gas, and battery-powered equipment to get all your jobs done.
Cowlitz River Rigging.
1540 Industrial Way in Longview.
Depend on us.
Your Cowlitz Black Bears are back.
5-2 the score in favor of the Lefties going into the final frame here at Story Field. Skylar Manelski, the 4th arm into the game for the Black Bears, making his 18th appearance on the year. First pitch he throws to Adam Paganelli, a ground ball through the right side for a base hit. Paganelli on for the 2nd time today. The leadoff man is on in the top of the 9th inning for the Lefties. Manelski, 2nd appearance this weekend, threw an inning last night, 1 hit and 1 strikeout. Coming in the top of the 9th inning to close out the Black Bears' 5-1 victory a night ago. B.Y. Choi will dig in. An RBI double his last time up with Paganelli over at first. First pitch. Fastball a little too far outside. It's 1-0. Seth Sweetchick into the game over at first for the Black Bears after Nick Hovland was pinch hit for Alec Arnone in the 8th. Winelski comes set. The 1-0 pitch. Outside. 2-0 now the count. Winelski this year, a 4.56 ERA. 1-2, 23 2/3 for him. 26 hits, 5 walks to 19 strikeouts. Pitch cut on and missed by Choi. It's 2-1. B.Y. Choi, 1 for 4 today. An RBI double back in the 7th inning. That put us to 4-1. The Lefties got one in the top of the 8th. Black Bears able to respond on an RBI single by Sam Canton. 2-1. There goes the runner. A little soft liner down the left field line for a base hit. Rounding second and heading for third is Paganelli. He's going to get the green light. The throw to the play, not in time. Paganelli comes all the way in to score on the second straight RBI double by B.Y. Choi. He advances to third on the throw, and the Lefties get that run right back. It's 6-2. That ends a streak of 6 straight outings for Manelski, not giving up an earned run. But B.Y. Choi picking up another RBI here today. First pitch, hard liner, diving stop by Majeski. He'll toss it to first for out number 1 as Mason Persons is retired for out number 1. Majeski being able to keep that in the infield, keep Choi over at third, as now there's 1 out for Danny Briones. Choi at third after picking up his 9th RBI. 7th multi-hit game for him, his 3rd multi-RBI game as well. First pitch to Hayden Driggs, misses outside for ball number 1. 6-2 the score in the top of the 9th inning with 1 out and a runner over at third. Mike Miller back warming up for the Black Bears in the left field bullpen. The pitch, fastball on the outside corner at the knees. It's 1-1. Winelski relieved Jaden Williamson. Give you his final line in a couple of moments. The 1-1. Cut on and miss. Driggs chasing a high breaking ball. It's 1-2. Inning in 2/3 for Williamson. 1 hit, 1 run that was earned, 1 walk and 1 strikeout. Winelski making yet another appearance for the 2nd time in a series. The 1-2 just misses above the letters. Counts even at 2-2. This is the 7th time that he's making multiple appearances. The 2-2, the slider misses outside, and it's a full count. Infield in for the Black Bears with B.Y. Choi standing over at third. Danny Briones on deck with 1 out. Payoff pitch. Hit sharply but foul at the first base line, and we'll do it again. Briones today, 1 for 3 with a single and a walk. The 3-2 once again, and it misses low for ball number 4. Fifth walk today by Black Bears pitching puts runners on the corners with 1 out as Danny Briones will dig in. Chance to maybe try to put this one away for the Lefties. McGee will play even with the bag. Sweet Chick holding on the runner at first with the middle infielders playing at double play depth. Right fielder Austin Smith playing a little shallow. Sam Cann and Callan Halverson playing straight up. First pitch to Briones. Called a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Briones, the freshman from West Covina, California. He has Driggs at first and Choi at third. The pitch. Tapped straight back to the screen. It's 0-2. Driggs, his 3rd walk in 4 games for him. Briones will now have to protect down 0-2. 1 out, runners on the corners. 6-2, the Lefties lead in game number 3. Port Angeles trying to salvage a win here. The 0-2. Fastball, hard chopper up the third base line. And it's foul, and we'll do it again at 0-2. Nelski, a quick worker, about to throw his 17th pitch here. In the top of the 9th. Here it is, a line drive into right, down for a base hit. Joy in the score on the RBI single by Danny Briones. It's 7-2 in the top of the ninth. That will bring out Alan Embry. And that's going to be it for Skylar Manelski. 2 runs in here in the top of the ninth inning. Only 1 out. Runners on first and second, and the Lefties leading 7-2. We'll step aside. You're listening to Cowlitz Black Bears Baseball.
Call the guard, that's weather guard.
Call the guard, that's weather guard.
When it rains cats in St. Bernard.
When it rains cats in St. Bernard.
We'll keep you dry in the rain or snow.
We'll keep you dry in the rain or snow.
577-7200.
577-7200.
If you need a roof, don't look too hard.
If you need a roof, don't look too hard.
Just call the guard, that's weather guard.
Just call the guard, that's weather guard.
Just call the guard, that's weather guard.
Weather guard!
Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com, head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears.
The Cowlitz Black Bears are back and ready for you at Story Field. It's another summer of family-friendly fun. Plus, the Black Bears can host your birthday party, after-work get-together, or even your nonprofit can host a night and make extra money for your organization. Create a summer of great family memories with the Cowlitz Black Bears. Don't miss a single inning of Cowlitz Black Bears baseball with special events all summer long. See the schedule online, get tickets at the gate, or right now at CowlitzBlackBears.com.
7-2, the Lefties lead in the top of the ninth inning. 1 out. Runners on first and second for Port Angeles with 2 runs already in. New arm into the game for the Black Bears, making his second appearance as a Black Bear. It's Mike Miller from Clark. Threw 1 inning last week, facing the minimum against Springfield. Last time he threw, though, was back on Tuesday against the Black Bears. He threw for the Northwest Star Nighthawks. 2 innings, 4 hits, 3 runs that were earned, no walks and no strikeouts. As Ethan Floodstrom is going to be the pinch hitter for Colin Curry here in the top of the ninth inning. Floodstrom, the sophomore from Port Angeles, will dig in from the left side. First plate appearance for him today. Lefty on lefty matchup, first pitch. Breaking ball misses low for ball number 1. Floodstrom, 2 for 8 in the series. Started game 1 and 2. 2 for 4 back on Friday, 0 for 4 last night. 1-0. Fastball called a strike on the inner half. It's 1-1. Driggs at second, Briones at first. Partial line for Skylar Manelski. Third of an inning, 3 hits, 2 runs, 1 walk, and no strikeouts. Is responsible for the 2 lefties on base. The 1-1. Breaking ball, trying to stay back on it. A little too much as he sends it down the left field line. Foul. It's 1-2. Floodstrom replaces Colin Curry. Finished the day 0 for 2. 2 fielders' choices for him. Floodstrom saw a 4-game hit streak come to an end last night. The 1-2. Curveball, he's able to fight it off, and we'll do it again. Black Bears in the bottom of the ninth inning are going to have 6, 7, and 8. John Olson, Aaron Parker, and Caden McGee. 1-2 the count with 1 out. Miller trying to keep this a 5-run game. Port Angeles answering right back. They've scored now. It's the 1-2. Curveball. Got him looking for strike number 3. Miller snaps in the front door breaking ball for out number 2. Port Angeles has now scored in the last 5 innings. 1 in the 5th, 1 in the 6th, 2 in the 7th, 1 in the 8th, and then 2 and maybe more here in the 9th. Devin Alvarez with 2 outs and 2 on. 2 for 4 today for him. Miller comes set, working from the third base side. The first pitch. Fastball ripped right back up the middle. Can coming on. It's down for a base hit. Stopping at third is Driggs as Can gets it back in quickly. But Devin Alvarez, his third hit today. And it loads the bases for the top of the order in Derek Bowe. Fourth hit this inning for Port Angeles. Bowe will now dig in. 2 for 3. Strikeout, a double, and a single for him. Miller will step off and reset ahead of the first pitch. 7-2. Lefties lead. Could be more. Lefty on righty matchup. Here's the first pitch. Fastball. Gets under it as he sends it down the right field line. It's 0-1. Seven runs on 14 hits and an error for Port Angeles today. 2 runs on 9 hits and no errors for the Black Bears. Day off tomorrow. Corvallis starting on Tuesday for a 3-game set. The 0-1. Fastball rocketed into center. Canton going back. He'll make the catch just shy of the warning track for out number 3. But the Lefties able to add to their lead. They're able to put up 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and they leave the bases loaded. We head to the bottom of the 9th. One last chance for the Black Bears, trailing 7-2. You're listening to Callets Black Bears Baseball.
Here at Fiber Federal Credit Union, we're just like any other family. Sometimes you like getting together for a big old family shindig. Other times it would be really great if that family shindig could just be virtual. At Fiber Federal, we always love seeing you at any of our 16 locations, but don't feel like you need to see us face-to-face all the time. With online and mobile banking, mobile deposits, our nationwide network of ATMs, and 24/7 call center, you can visit us anytime, anywhere. And now, several locations feature ITMs with virtual representatives for basic transactions, like withdrawals, cash and check deposits, transfers, loan payments, and balance inquiries. That saves you time for more important things, like seeing your mother in person. She told us to say that. Fiber Federal Credit Union. We're kind of like a family, only we're a credit union. DU.com. Member NCUA.
Private leak. Why do I have a drip in my office and water on my desk?
Because the roof is bad. I tried to fix it myself, sir.
Didn't I tell you to call the guard?
The guard?
Yes, Private, the guard. Weather guard.
Oh, yeah. They'll keep you dry in the rain or snow. 577-7200.
They're our first defense against the weather. Now, call Weather Guard.
Sir, yes, sir.
Keep you dry in the rain or snow.
577-7200.
Weather Guard.
It's coyote season here at Cowlitz River Rigging. You might be asking yourself, what does that mean?
It means haying, cutting, mowing, moving, plowing, sowing, pushing, pulling, digging, ripping, tilling, towing season.
Coyote tractors are fuel efficient, rugged, and ready to work.
Stop in at the Grown Man's Candy Store and test drive a Coyote tractor today.
Cowlitz River Rigging.
1540 Industrial Way in Longview.
Depend on us.
Black Bears, one last chance here against the Port Angeles Lefties in game number 3. Black Bears trail 7-2 after the Lefties add on 2 more in the top of the 9th inning. John Olson, Aaron Parker, and Cade McGee. 6, 7, and 8 for the Black Bears against the lefty from Fordham, Trey Maker. John Olson digs in 1 for 3 today. First pitch. He takes low for ball number 1. Jesh Lecky comes in right for the Lefties. Their one defensive change here. In the bottom of the 9th, the 1-0. Fastball. Called a strike on the inner half of the knees. It's 1-1. Cowlitz today, they took the lead early on. They scored 1 run in the bottom of the first. The pitch, hard chopper over to second. There's Mason Persons. He tossed it to first for out number 1. The Black Bears are down to their final 2 outs. So I'll now bring up Aaron Parker. 1 for 1 today. Single after he came in as a pinch hitter for Louis Albrecht back in the 7th. Maker looking to close this one down. The first pitch. Parker takes inside for ball number 1. The look ahead this week for the Black Bears. Corvallis Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 6:35. The 1-0. Breaking ball. This is inside 2-0 now the count. 6:35 at Goss Stadium against the Knights. A big week for this Black Bears team, facing off against 2 teams ahead of them in the standings in the South Division. 2-0 pitch. Fastball tapped back to the screen. It's 2-1. 3 against Corvallis in Corvallis. Then Friday back at home against Ridgefield. 6:35 on Friday. 7:05 on Saturday. The special start time. 2-1 pitch. Fastball. Parker sends this one deep to straightaway center. Paganelli turning around, looking up, and that one's gone. Aaron Parker, his second home run of the weekend, his 4th on the year, and makes it a 4-run game in the bottom of the 9th. His 3rd home run in his last 4 for the UCSB Gaucho. Putting it off with the legendary coach's sign just to the left of the shed. 7-3 now as Maker gives up his first run. Here's Cade McGee. First pitch, high and away for ball number 1. McGee will line out in the 7th to the third baseman, Danny Briones. He came in as a defensive replacement. Pitch, pops it up. Choi giving chase. It's out of play. It's 1-1. But 7:05 the start time next Saturday. First and only fireworks show of the year. 387 feet off of the bat of Aaron Parker. 1-1. Big hack there for McGee as he fouls it back. It's 1-2. Aaron Parker has been on an absolute tear over the past 2-3 weeks. Really started in Canada for the Black Bears for him. He has been great after a slow start. Arguably one of the hottest hitters in the West Coast League. 1-2 the count with 1 out. He's got to protect. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball. Got him looking on the outside corner for strike number 3, and the Black Bears are down to their final out this afternoon. Ben Ziegler coming off the bench. He's going to be the last hope for the Black Bears today. Black Bears taking the first 2 in the series, picking up their first series win in over a month. They're trying to go for their second sweep this summer. Now the Black Bears down to their final out. Ben Ziegler praises Brady Majeski, finishes the day 0 for 3 with 3 flyouts. 2 outs and nobody on. Black Bears trailing 7-3. First pitch, Ziegler takes on the inside corner for strike number 1. This game approaching 3 hours, right now at 2 hours and 56 minutes. 1:08 start time here in Longview. The 0-1. Fastball just misses down and away. Counts even at a ball and a strike. To Ziegler, hitting .354 in the top 10 in the West Coast League in average. 1 for 3 last night with a strikeout, the 1-1. Big hack there, comes up empty, and the Black Bears are down to their final strike. One and 2 the count with 2 outs. Nobody on. Bottom 9, 7-3 in favor of the Lefties. The 1-2 from Maker. Misses down and in. Counts even at 2-2. If Ziegler can get on somehow, get the top of the order up. anything could really happen. The 2-2. He's able to fight it off down the left field line. Ziegler came in as a pinch hitter back on Friday. Now a pinch hitter here on Sunday. The pitch. Fastball, a high chopper, back up the middle. To his right is Persons to throw on the runs in time, and there's your ball game. The Port Angeles Lefties able to salvage a win here this weekend at Story Field as they take down the Cowlitz Black Bears in game number 3. Your final score from Story Field, the Lefties 7 and the Black Bears 3. Port Angeles 7 runs on 14 hits and 1 error. The Black Bears 3 runs on 10 hits and no errors. Port Angeles left 12 on base today, but they are able to do enough here against the Black Bears this afternoon. Black Bears, on the other hand, tough getting guys on the base paths. They left 6 runners on base here today. 3 runs for Cowlitz, 1 in the first, 1 in the 8th, and 1 in the 9th as they drop game number 3. They drop to 16 and 19, 4 and 5 in the second half. Port Angeles improves to 3 and 9 in the second half, 14 and 24 overall. They're now 6 and 15 away from home. Black Bears 8 and 10 here at Story Field. The win goes to Andrew Hauk this afternoon, and the loss goes to Brandon Wench, the first reliever into the game for the Black Bears. But the Lefties able to take a game here this week in a game that took 2 hours and 58 minutes to complete. Black Bears now have the day off tomorrow. They hit the road in Corvallis coming up on Tuesday for a 3-game set against the Corvallis Knights, in which should be a big one. Then the Black Bears return home on Friday at 6:35 against the rival Ridgefield Raptors. Well, the Black Bears get their first series win in over a month. They come up just short, going for the sweep in game number 3, dropping this one by a final score of 7-3. That'll do it for me here on Sunday afternoon. Brendan Riley signing off for the final time. Port Angeles winners in game number 3. The Black Bears take the series 2-1. You've been listening to Cowlitz Black Bears Baseball.